too bright in here for you, Terry?
Whoa, dude.
They actually filled in all the lights that were out.
I'm like, whoa.
It's really not too bright. It's just the right amount of brightness, and you're not used to that.
Right, but we're just not accustomed to
I'm
that.
fine with it.
Oh, well, it's a little bright for me.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just weird.
Well, Pacey's working on his tan for Hawaii.
I see.
Wow,
Big heat lamps, sun lamps in here.
Right.
Looking pretty good, huh? Golden brown.
Oh, Sissy's going to really be all over him. Terry, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm shocked somebody did some work in there. That's crazy.
I know. It only took a couple years.
That's why Terry's so not used to it.
I know.
I guess the last bulb finally went out and they replaced them all.
Yeah, they said, oh, okay.
Yes.
We'll make it so you don't have to strain
Ah.
to read.
So, you're wearing your cougar. Well, I don't know if those cougar
Not
colors,
really
but
cougar.
Are you getting set? Are you feeling it? Are you even interested?
Well,
Are you
no,
remotely
I'm
involved?
always interested, always. But, you know, it's well, it'll be definitely an interesting Apple Cup.
You care?
Yeah.
You don't care?
I do care.
Have you thought once this
I
week
have.
that this is the weekend?
I'm frustrated at them right now because I think that they are an outstanding team. I think they're very talented.
Who are you talking
the
about?
Cougars.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're.
You're serious?
I am. I think they have a lot of talent, but
Well, they should have won a lot of games.
They should have absolutely.
Terry Free is the evaluator of talent.
Well, I just in years past. I mean,
Well, those players in years past aren't there anymore.
No, I know,
You realize
but
that?
I think that it's the coaching, quite honestly.
You miss Mike Price.
No, I'm
Oh.
not saying that either. I'm just saying this.
He was a fine coach, too.
No,
Mike
he
Price
was
is a good coach.
But
I'll
I think
take
this
a
particular
I'll take a
coach,
good damn coach who likes to go to a strip joint and pull some women out of there over a bad coach any day.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well,
He settled with
no. I think he doesn't deny that he took them out of there. He just denies
the
that he had
charges,
sex with
right?
them. Right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe that's just all he denies.
He admits going to strip clubs,
Right.
and he admits.
But he doesn't say he pulled him out. Yeah,
Oh
you're
yeah,
right.
he doesn't say he pulled him out.
I don't think so.
You're right.
I think he doesn't say he pulled it out, but he admits he pulled them out. No.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
I
don't
thought
know.
he was denying the use of the Coug credit card.
All right.
for,
Well, that was them. He said used it. but-
right.
And he never said roll tide roll either. I don't think.
Well, unless they have that on audio tape, he should deny that.
But yeah, I think this.
So it wasn't an attempt to wear Cougar colors this morning, even though
No.
you're wearing something close to
Close,
like your
yeah.
crimson deal there.
kind
You
of.
look like the Space Needle.
Yeah, just like the space.
Does that bother you, Stephen? That the Space Needle, you know, that little joint right in your own backyard here is painted in crimson colors? Yeah, you don't even... I mean, the fact that more donations came in, does that even matter? This is Western Washington. It's supposed to be a Husky home game, and you have to look up at the most recognizable landmark and see it painted in Cougar colors?
I think that's why it was more important to them
Okay, whatever.
that it was in Seattle.
I don't care if I'm a Husky fan.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of their basketball team, but I could care less about the football team.
Well, you like them. You like them when they're good.
No, I don't. I don't like them when they're good. I actually hate them more when they're good. I like them. I don't care as much this year. I think the Husky football fans are way pompous. And I think there's a completely different fan that goes to the basketball games for the most part. All right? Mm-hmm. And I think Steven's part of the problem there.
Oh, part of the problem.
I like Steven sitting up in the rafters for the basketball game, and this little covered, whatever, cushy seats for the football game tells me all I need to know. Anyhow, so I'm a Husky basketball fan, but the football team can go 0-10 as far as I'm concerned every year. But where was I going with this? Yes.
Not sure.
It bothers. If I'm a fan of the Husky football team, I don't give a crap about donations. The fact that that Space Needle is painted in crimson colors and in Cougar colors is absolutely annoying me to the hill, to the point I got to do something about it.
Sure.
I don't just sit back and go, well, it means more than that.
Right. It should be.
Well,
yeah.
I can't have an opinion.
Well, you can have an opinion, but you better do so. I mean, you got to admit that it's bugging the hell out of you, because it would bug the hell out of me if I cared about your team.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't really bug the hell out of me, so I don't know what to tell
well,
you.
that tells you a lot. That's the pompous little attitude. We're better than them anyway.
Right.
Well, I didn't say that.
They out-donated you, apparently, in the Hurricane Relief Fund efforts. Does that mean they're making more money than you post-graduation?
I didn't go to school there, so I don't
that's
know if
another
that's
good
the
point.
case.
Oh, that's right. He's not even a
That's
actual
right.
Husky.
Yes, he didn't get
graduate,
accepted.
Right.
It's a damn shame. Well,
I got accepted at WSU, though.
Wasn't bright enough. But he was bright enough to turn down the Wazoo acceptance.
Right.
Is that right?
Sure.
Didn't want to leave home.
Oh, I did leave home, but
Had to keep Marge on the hip. Well, I mean, yeah, you left home, but you were 10 minutes down the block.
I don't think it's 10 minutes, but...
How far away were you from Anacortes?
Well, to my first college, it was a 2-hour drive and about
but you couldn't stay there because you missed more.
And a 45-minute ferry ride. So,
The
so
second
3
college,
hours or
second
more.
college was how far away?
Plus you got to wait, and second college was in Tacoma, Parkland, actually, South Tacoma.
Whoa.
So
Yes.
deep in the heart.
Yeah.
Nice area.
Because there was that
Really nice.
there was that date rape scandal
Yes.
at the first college that he didn't want to walk around campus, being snickered at for the next 4.
Well, I actually graduated from there and then moved on.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right, well, so it was a 2-year college.
Yes.
Oh, I see. That makes more sense now. All right. There it is.
But the Huskies has just always been in your family. That's why.
Right.
Ticket holders, right?
Sure.
Since your dad.
Yes.
I don't know. I'd
Well,
be kind of bitter I
mom's
wasn't
parents.
accepted, but that's all right. Anyway.
Well, I didn't even try because I knew that I would not be.
Well, that's a defeatist effort. Anyhow. Defeatist attitude.
Well, spending $50 for an application. When you know it's going to be turned down.
Yes. Might as well buy some snacks.
Exactly.
There it is.
The T-Man. Cube 93.
Don't fail me now. Are wedding bells ringing again for Nicole Kidman? Us Weekly's reporting Nicole is sporting a sparkling engagement ring.
Who is it?
And the man behind the bling?
Yes.
Country music star Keith Urban.
Oh, give me a break.
Wow.
Are all these country music stars, are they taken yet? I mean, I know little Kenny Chesney's back on the block,
Yeah,
Terry.
he's
but
back on the block.
Are all these, can we now be sure that they're all married off and we don't have to worry about hearing about another one?
Well,
is that crap kicking hick Toby Keith, is he married, Stephen?
He is, yes.
Huh?
He is.
He's married.
Yes.
Did he marry some celebrity too?
No, he married his, I believe it was his college sweetheart.
Oh, that's so sweet.
nice.
Yes. It's a good crap kicking hick move.
Yeah. Keith Urban, he's the entertainer of the year.
Keith Urban isn't barely country. Come on. Come on.
Come on!
Oh, jeez. Anyhow,
You like Keith Urban there, Stephen?
He's good, yeah.
barely country. Now, Toby Keith, hardcore.
Definitely.
And the man behind the bling? Country music star Keith Urban. So is Nicole getting hits to her honky-tonk hunk? Well, this rumored romance is going to have to stay a rumor. Nicole and Keith's reps are not responding.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyhow, I'll be up all day and night now, Terry.
You mean
Wondering whether they're really, truly getting married.
you didn't watch the CMAs last night?
Oh, I was watching the Vibe Awards.
Oh,
Yes.
were ya?
Yeah, gotta see if anyone gets killed. Come on.
At least stab with a fork.
Right.
It's what was on the CMAs?
The Country Music Award.
Yeah, I'll be watching that, right.
Oh, because we were talking about Keith Urban.
Right. You watched it?
No.
You're a big fan?
No, I just...
Closet fan?
Kind of.
Closet homo? What are you?
Both.
Bon Jovi was on it. They performed.
Well, they're a lot more country than Keith Urban. Anyhow, what else is going on?
He's a cowboy on a steel horse he rides.
That's right.
Says it.
Was his cowboy hat during the concerts.
Elton John performed, too.
Yes, a lot more country than Keith Urban. Anyhow,
He's all country.
right.
The rumor mill is a buzz with...
What did Elton John perform at the CMAs?
He performed a nice little duet with Dolly Parton.
Steven sitting there watching the CMAs. Big bucket of popcorn,
Oh,
homemade
yeah.
by Orville.
Well, big bucket of popcorn can go with anything.
Yes. That's how you spent your evening last night. What channel is the CMAs on?
It was on Channel 7.
CBS Television Network.
That's CBS?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They wasted 2-3 hours of programming putting on the Country Music Awards?
Yeah, 3 hours.
I guess.
3 hours?
Yeah.
People watch that stuff, I'm sure.
Oh,
I think they do, yeah.
Yes, all of Kansas and Kilbreath. There you go. What else, Terry? What else?
Who won for biggest barbecue stain on the shirt?
That was
Draw, actually.
a 9-way tie.
Okay.
Very exciting.
gosh.
What else, Terry's going
I
on?
was telling you about the rumor mill.
It's either that or I punch up Passion and John together on the phone lines.
Wow. They're both there.
Well, you know, they're setting this stupid thing up. It's ridiculous. John
what's so
is
funny
trying
about
to
it.
get something going with his phone calls lately. It's a disaster.
Sure.
We'll hear from him once, get it out of the way, and tell him to go to sleep.
All right.
It's the way it typically works around here lately.
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about? Passion? Is Passion on the phone line?
Yes, by
Oh,
coincidence
wow.
she is.
Really?
Yeah, no,
I know you knew nothing about that.
I don't. What the effing...
Right. You work it out and get back to us. Passion.
Hello. Who
Yes. This is probably the last appearance you'll make with John on the air, so say what you got to say and everything you guys scripted out together, and we'll move on.
Okay, well, I saw his pictures, and he is hella cute.
Right.
Oh,
Sure
God.
he is. He's a hot little number.
Yes, he is.
No, the way he was supposed to read it was way hella cute.
Get in the Department of Licensing line and stand in line there, Passion.
All right, all right. I'm coming to see you.
Yes, there it is. There, it's
Oh,
worked out, Terry.
all right.
Passion.
Yes.
Reminds one of an afternoon, daytime little soap opera.
Right. It's only 30 minutes, though.
Okay. I asked Terry, what else is going on in the world, please?
Star Tabloid is reporting this morning that it looks like the Paris Hilton Stavros Niarchos romance is done. Over and done.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and the Schwager Paris Hilton romance begins.
Woo-hoo!
Pick up where Stavros left off.
Right.
Hello, T.
Hello, T.
You have to say it for him now.
See?
Yeah, Schwager.
Well, I was just wondering if you guys mentioned yesterday about Eddie Guerrero.
We did mention about Eddie Guerrero, yes. We mentioned it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
When it happened.
I found out Monday
You're
night.
not a big WWF fan? WWE fan?
Well, actually, not anymore, but I was, going through the airways, and I saw it on Monday.
You're going through the airwaves? It sounds like you're really broken up over this.
Well, he was a very good wrestler.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And I remember back in the late 90s, he had a thing with China, but,
All right.
you
You gonna do This Is Your Life moment for Eddie Guerrero?
no. I'm just kind of sad. It's kind of like when when Owen Hart died.
Yes. It's kind of like when Owen Hart died, and there's a whole list of wrestlers that have died.
Yeah.
It's not anything uncommon there, Schwags.
Well,
Happens once
I
every
know.
3-4 years. A good wrestler dies.
Yeah. Lucky me.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually a good wrestler.
Okay, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, okay.
These are the things you think about when you live alone, huh?
He actually was a good wrestler.
Got a lot of time on your hands.
Scotty and this guy in the same year. That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, also, I'd like to say that tomorrow I'm going over to the courthouse because my mom's court date is tomorrow.
All right.
And I'm going to try to do a few things today to hopefully get some time knocked off from whatever she's getting.
And that would be?
How can you help it?
Well, I need to find
Give a
her
judge a
lawyer.
hand job? What are you thinking? What could you possibly do to knock some time off your mom's sentence?
Well, if I can find my mom's lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and get my dad.
Right. There's so many places you can hide, Terry.
I guess
Yes, go ahead.
so.
And if I can get the phone number of my mom's lawyer to my dad,
Yeah.
my dad might be able to give the lawyer some information and get some time knocked off.
Well, what information, in case the lawyer's listening, what information do you have that will get time knocked off your mom's sentence?
Previous information about the original case, her mental stability over the last 10 years.
All right. And how is that going to knock time off your mom's case?
Well,
off your mom's sentence?
It might show, mental history might show that she wasn't sure.
I don't think your lawyer or the judge doubts your mom's a mental case. I don't think there's any confusion about that.
But instead of going to prison, maybe go to the
You'd rather go to the psych ward?
Well, actually, she doesn't want to go to the psycho.
All right. So you're not helping her then?
Well,
You ever been in a psycho ward? I spent half my life there.
she was there for
People are nuts.
4 weeks back in '97.
All right. So what are you trying to do here, Schwags?
Well, I'm just trying to see what I can do to help her.
Okay, she doesn't want that kind of help. She doesn't want to be in the nutso ward. So why are you trying to make trouble for her?
No, it's not that the chances are from getting 90 to a year, she might just get 90 or less. And then she might get a few weeks knocked off for already time served.
Okay, but how can you do that?
Well, that's not by just finding her lawyer, because I haven't been able to find the person so far, because
Right.
nobody's told me in the family.
Yes.
He's on the tree. Look at him. He's hiding.
And then get that information to my dad, and my dad has the information that might help.
Uh-huh.
That's nice of your dad
Yeah,
to
does
still
he-
help out.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've been apart for how many years?
I couldn't hear that, Jerry.
Oh.
How many years have your mom and dad been apart?
Since about 92.
A little bit of time there, Schwags. Doesn't seem like his dad is jumping to his mom's aid, though.
Well, I mean,
He could be running down to find the lawyer. He's not. He's leaving it to
Well, he
Schwags.
lives in Mukilteo. It's kind of hard to find somebody from there.
All right. Well, you got to leave Mukilteo sometimes.
Well, he is also taking college classes.
Your dad is?
Yeah.
Man, runs
He's
in
in
the
his
family,
50s.
huh? He's in his 50s?
And my mom's just, I think, now 40 or 41.
All right, first grandpa 90 or over that's taking college classes, call now.
Wow.
We have a prize for you.
yeah.
Actually, my
Never too late, Terry.
No, it's not.
Okay, right. Anyhow, Schwager, it sounds like you got the case cracker. All right?
Yeah, I'm doing
now
the
all you
best
got to
I
do is
can.
find the damn lawyer.
yeah.
Maybe he'll show up to the case tomorrow.
Whoa.
You can catch him outside the courthouse.
Well, the thing is, I need to find the guy today.
Right.
That way, to give the information, that way we can use it tomorrow.
Yeah, he needs all night to go through it. I'm sure he'll be up with piles of coffee just trying to make sure he has it all rehearsed and down right.
Absolutely. Why don't you just get the old case number from whoever or wherever, the courthouse, and look it up that
Exactly
way.
what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go up to the courthouse, get the case number, because this is the first day in a while that I've had time to do something like that.
Is he going to miss classes today?
No.
Oh. All right.
I might be late to
Right.
general studies, but no.
General studies.
He's quite the guy. I mean, after all of that his family has put him through, he's
Yeah.
still...
Yes, he's very loyal to his family.
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
a good
somebody
man.
needs to be the lawyer for this family.
Well, not lawyer. All right, anyway. You're a good man, Schwager.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're the Schwag man.
Yeah.
Just put that ass on your chest and fly where you need to go today.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, yeah, but I think Pasty got my flu.
Uh-oh. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how.
Now, first it starts off...
That's fine. That's fine.
Schwags!
Tasty's leaving the mainland to try to rid himself of these accusations.
He's fleeing.
The lawyer's dying to hear from Swagger. Oh, thanks. Never would have thought of that. Time served. Oh, man.
What do you mean I can say she's nuts?
Wow.
She seems perfectly fine to me.
It's cool, though. The dad's going back to school and all that.
Yes.
Safe to say the mom's not.
It's very exciting.
He's like Rodney Dangerfield to Schwager.
You're right.
Yeah, minus the rich part.
And funny, and
And a lot of things, yeah.
so no Paris and Stavros Niarchos anymore.
Supposedly not, according to the Star and the Inquirer.
Who broke up with who, Terry?
Well, that's where it's all
Was it
getting
mutual?
all mucked up. Because Star is saying, the Star tabloid is saying that that Stavros broke up with Paris. And
Right.
the Inquirer is saying that Paris broke up with Stavros.
Right.
But apparently there was some big party this weekend in Vegas, Kelly Osbourne's 21st birthday, and
Really? And Pasty wasn't invited?
Pasty was not invited.
Oh, wow.
But they were all partying at the Hard Rock.
Oh,
and
I bet they
just
were.
Damage was done to the hotel room. And
Well, how do you
of course,
expect them to be making it happen without any couple $100,000 worth of damage being done, Terry?
Yeah.
Hard Rock expects that.
And who had to pay that bill but Stavros?
Well.
He's tired of it.
Sure, he pulled it out of his back pocket, Terry.
Do you guys take chips?
So it's over.
Supposedly, the love affair is done.
Paris Hilton single again.
Yeah.
Here it is.
So.
Very exciting.
Sure, some country star will sweep her off her feet.
What else? What else is going on, baby?
How about this? GQ Magazine's Man of the Year is Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, what was that now?
Yes. GQ Magazine, they always do their annual Man of the Year. Well, this
That's who
year,
now?
Jennifer Aniston.
I always knew it, Terry. I knew something wasn't right there. She's got testicles.
No.
No!
She's very feminine.
Then what
You
the
know
hell?
that. Well,
It's called the Man of the Year Award. I know
It
GQ is a
is.
magazine that a lot of women read,
Right.
believe it or
I do,
not.
yes.
But this title, this little bit of a prize, if you will, is called the Man of the Year Award.
yes.
And Jennifer Aniston has been named Man of the Year.
Yes.
What is
Now-
the point there? What are they trying to prove?
Well, they chose her because, quote, she showed, quote, poise, grace, and good humor.
Fine.
With the whole
So she likes to
Brad
go to
Pitt.
ice cream bar. Why is she the Man of the Year, Terry? Man of the Year. I mean, isn't that pretty
No, I understand where you're coming from. I mean,
clear on what they're looking for?
Right. However, maybe their point is as feminine as she is.
Everyone's
she
trying to
can-
make a point these days.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
She can show the, that she can be the great man. I don't know. So,
Whoa.
but I believe it's the first time that they have ever chosen a woman for this.
It's very exciting.
So-
It's groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Women are the new man, I think.
Yeah, women are the new men
Yeah.
of the new millennium.
If you're a woman and not a man, you're not in.
Well, ironically, Terry, you know who's up as a finalist for Better Homes and Garden Woman of the Year, Terry?
Who's that?
Stephen Kilbreth.
Wow.
Because
And I'm
he-
honored.
Yes. He is so sensitive and plants such a nice garden
Oh, yeah.
that they couldn't deny. Oh, you should see his tomatoes, Terry.
Oh, and the
They're great
basil,
every
I'm
year.
sure.
Yes.
Way
is
better than
just
Cisco.
unbelievable.
Better Homes and Garden couldn't deny Stephen at least a shot at the prize, and he's taking it all the way to the finals. And some say, that he's got it in the bag.
Wow.
In the douche bag!
Steven! Woo!
Battling that Marie Osmond again this year.
Mm-hmm. How do you have, what the?
Well, they actually...
May I see the story,
Yes,
Terry?
you can. Wow!
Break everyone trying to make a point. 2005 Man of the Year, Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she looks pretty female. I mean,
Right, no doubt.
Rosie
Very
O'Donnell,
feminine.
good. Okay,
She's definitely feminine.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, I understand. Silly magazine. Is that what GQ wants to become, a silly, stupid, irrelevant magazine? Man. It also says here, Time Magazine's Person of the Year. You know who that was, Terry?
Time Magazine's Person of the Year?
Yes.
No.
Mother Nature.
Yeah, I heard that too. Ridiculous.
Well, it hasn't been officially announced yet.
Thanks to Hurricane Katrina and the earthquakes and all the...
Tsunami.
Yes, well, I don't know if that was this year. But anyway. But thanks for trying, Stephen.
Mother's very happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's picking out a nice outfit for the big ceremony.
But she's sending Freeze Miser up to accept the award.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Oh, goodness.
Presented by Frosty the Snowman and Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Time Magazine does a Person of the Year every December, and it looks like the shoe-in, according to the story, if you would have read on here, Terry,
Yeah.
is going to be Mother Nature.
Ah, lovely.
The shoe-in award winner. Mother Nature.
Can't wait for the Barbara Walters interview.
Mm-hmm. So, Mother, it's been a roller coaster ride for you lately. Obviously, you must not be too happy. Could you sum things up in a word or two? It's going to be a very in-depth, very heart-to-heart. Mm-hmm.
Sure will be.
And then Stephen follows with his home and garden
Special.
acceptance speech.
Yeah.
Yes.
You take the chicken and you just roll it in the cornflakes and
I mean,
You
think about
got to grind up the cornflakes.
with all the aprons he's worn, Terry, with all the fancy chicken dishes he's made, with all the cleaning and the gardening he's done, isn't it overdue that Stephen Kilbreth wins the Better Homes and Garden Man of the Woman of the Year award, Terry?
It is overdue.
It's long overdue, Stephen.
I'm voting for him.
I am.
It's about time you got recognized.
They shouldn't have gender-specific awards like that.
Now, sir. Well, apparently we don't anymore.
Right.
The T-Man.
The prison break has two convicted killers on the loose. They broke out of the Iowa State Penitentiary. Officers say they escaped by climbing over an unguarded portion of the prison wall.
Nice. So what are you saying? There has to be a guard at every spot of the prison wall, or else they're just going to start scaling it and running for the hills?
Usually there is.
Isn't there a little bit of barbed wire or something there that'll catch them up?
There's both, you would think.
These dudes just jumped over the wall.
Oh yeah, see ya.
I read about this story. They're like death row inmates. They're like
That's not
like
good.
inmates that were in for life, and they're on the run now because all they did was hop over the wall.
That looks like a good spot. Let's try it.
The other prisoners are like, you mean we could have done that like for like the past 20 years?
They broke out of the Iowa State
It's
Penitentiary.
one of the oldest prisons in the country, if not the oldest,
Wow,
Terry.
I did not know that.
Yes, it needs maybe a little bit of a renovation.
Yeah, an update on the whole...
Some of the technology they're using, yes. Okay, this wall needs to be redone.
Officers say they escaped by climbing over an unguarded portion of the prison wall.
Right.
Dogs are...
It just should be a little harder than that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I
Okay.
agree. I mean...
Dogs are combing nearby areas tonight. Authorities in Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri have all been put on alert. The men were serving life sentences.
A little scary, Terry.
That's very scary. Not
Yes.
just a little.
I think they should put landmines out on the outside of it.
Oh, jeez.
Not a bad idea. Go ahead, try now.
No guards, but if you can escape through, then have a nice life.
Well, you should be part of the prison board, Stephen.
Yeah.
You got some very creative ideas.
And normally they have guys in towers that frown upon people jumping over the wall.
Yeah,
they were on
normally
break,
they
maybe.
do,
They're automatic
yeah.
machine guns and
Yeah.
will tell
Well,
you that.
when Survivor's on, you can't expect them to pay attention to what's going on the wall.
Smoke break.
Yes.
That is true.
And the fact they have to be 25 feet away from their tower when they smoke,
Yeah.
according to the new laws,
Sure.
made it so they couldn't see who was jumping over the wall. That's all these dudes did. They're in for life. They jump over the wall and just start running.
Man.
The guards were like, these guys are good. They're sleeping.
Unbelievable.
Tell the guard, hey, look over there.
Fooled by the same trick.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Speaking of life sentences, Terry, if I have to hear one more commercial, well, actually, I I have bittersweet feelings about it. I was thinking about the commercial that just aired about you and your membership to Vision Quest, and I know that's the gym that gay phone operator used to belong to, Terry, for a good solid month.
Yes. But he did well on that good solid month there.
But leaving it Terry free, realizing, hey, there's a vacancy, I could get a free membership and some free workout training help, and to capitalize on that. Terry has always been a very opportunistic and very effective opportunistic person her whole life.
Swooping in like a trained eagle. Yeah.
Now she's doing smart. Now she's doing commercials. Not only is she highlighting the great things that they've been able to do for her, because, Terry, your body looks incredibly well as compared to the past number of years.
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Not that it looked like a nightmare the past number of years.
Well,
but we didn't realize that it needed some help until you got the help.
Oh, the booming system.
Oh, jeez. Terry's got the bass blasted.
Now, the round mound of sound.
Whoa.
Look at those woofers.
I can't help but think, Terry, that if you weren't able to capitalize on the vacancy left by Gay Phone Operator, if Gay Phone Operator had been going to Vision Quest, the gym that you belong to now, free of charge, with your free trainers and your free rah-rah help, if he'd been going all this time, between the time he began almost a year ago and now, what do you think he'd look like at this point? If he would actually stuck with it, because he had changed his dieting habits, as you know, Terry.
Right.
He had changed it all up for a month.
Sure.
And then went back to the old greasy ways. What do you think he would look like? If he, let's hypothetically say he had stuck with it from the point he began, and he's still going strong now. What does he look like now?
Ron Howard.
Oh, jeez.
He's a white Winnie the Pooh.
I wouldn't go that far.
Probably not Ron Howard, but maybe like we saw like high school pictures of him or something. So.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't thin in high school,
No.
but he looked like
chunky.
a completely different person.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that he hasn't even said anything to you. Has he said anything to you? Has he written you any dirty or nasty emails, Terry?
Nothing dirty or nasty.
Because you know he's seething.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
he's seething.
he is.
Because he says that they treated him badly, which was bogus.
Right.
He just needed an excuse for why he wasn't going.
Right.
And you haven't had any of those experiences.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, and granted, yes, I understand that he and I had the same personal trainer.
Right. Wow. And you're doing fine with him.
He was awesome.
Uh-huh.
To me, he was, because, yes, no doubt, he gets in your face and
but you like that.
Screams at you and says, come on,
so it's like an old school kind of...
Old school bodybuilder guy.
Gotta like that.
Yeah.
I like the old school bodybuilder guys.
He's all in your face and stop eating that crap and, that kind of stuff.
And
no doubt.
And that works good with you.
Absolutely. I lost 22 pounds in inches like crazy.
Well, okay, now we're really doing a free plug for this.
No, but with Gay, it's to have that is you just can't do that with him.
Right.
He just
Why are you yelling at me?
Exactly.
Okay, you know what? It was more than yelling.
But I'm thinking, the fact that he hasn't mentioned anything means he has to be seething, Terry. Every time he hears one of those commercials you're doing now. I mean, the fact we used to just seethe over stuff that we didn't even care about, like your old Saturn commercials, he has to be sitting back and just going nuts, knowing that you just splashed on in
Gotta
where
take advantage, right?
He believed he was peed on or whatever, Terry, and you just splashed on in where he ducked out of there.
And quite honestly, I've asked him, I said, so, do you want to go with me and go back to that gym and I'll walk with you or whatever? And he's like, no, that's okay.
Available, I'll answer the phone.
But I'll meet you at Corn Dog in a Stick.
Yeah. After your workout.
Oh,
come
Lord.
on.
Christopher Fox. Yes.
She was a talented singer.
Too busy seething, Terry, to pick up his phone.
Sounds like it.
It's got to be killing him,
Hi,
Terry.
this is Christopher. I'm not available to take your call right now. Please leave your name and number after the tone.
Wow. I just think it has to hurt, Terry, and I just wanted to know if you wanted to comment on that, but apparently not.
Yeah. He so far hasn't, been too cruel or said anything mean to me or sent me anything, but not to my face. I don't know, I'm sure he is.
But he didn't
probably
say anything mean or hurtful. He just, Gay Phone Operator just construed it that way, Terry.
Right.
That's the difference.
I know.
You don't take it as personal. You're a lot tougher, Terry.
Well.
And I'm just thinking that here we are now, so many months later from when he began. If he had stuck with it, and he's on the hotline now. If he had stuck with it, Terry.
Yeah.
If he had just put out the effort until now, what would he look like? How would his life be different?
Wow.
Well, he'd be able to walk a little bit quicker and bounce out of bed, maybe.
Probably have a job.
Yeah.
Probably be happy.
Dates.
Loads of cash.
Yeah.
Billionaire.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
I don't want to discuss that.
No, just answer this. When you hear Terry's commercials, does it bother you, yes or no?
Terry doesn't bother me.
Does the fact that she, in a very opportunistic way, just swooped on into the vacancy, the large, hefty vacancy that you left behind, does that bother you? Because that would bother me.
Terry taking over doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that gym and that trainer gets advertisement now.
Here's how it would bother me. Because Gay, if you would have taken him seriously, he was full of crap. But if he should want to think that I want to be taken seriously.
Right.
And here he is going off on how bad the place is,
Sure.
which was a lie. How mean the guy is,
No,
which
it
was
wasn't
a
a
lie.
lie.
Well,
It wasn't a lie.
Terry's disputing
This is why
everything
I
you're
don't
saying.
want to discuss
This is
because no matter what I say, you're going to say that I was wrong.
You are
that
wrong,
I
and Terry's
should've-
living proof. I knew you were wrong before
No.
Terry even went there.
This is exactly it. This is why
I
I don't want to
knew.
discuss
I didn't even
it.
need you to
No.
go there, Terry, for
Right.
me to
No.
realize that he was wrong. I knew he was wrong. I knew how he was just trying to, in his mind, come up with an excuse for why he wouldn't go
No,
there every
you
day
know what?
anymore.
You're just
I didn't
as
need
much a
you
prick
to
as that
confirm it
trainer
for me,
was.
Terry. I didn't need you to confirm it for me. But you confirming it just
Screw
makes it
you.
that much more clear
Screw you.
and decisive.
You unfeeling bastard.
Here's
You can
which
do
may be
whatever
true.
the hell
Which may
you
be true.
want. You can judge people however the hell you want.
You don't think it
And if they
proves?
don't do what you want, then you say they're wrong. Well,
No, you are
Screw
wrong.
you.
You don't think it proves the fact that Terry is saying such glowing things about them? You don't think it proves that you were wrong, that you were just warped?
she can blow smoke up your ass if you want.
I'm not blowing smoke. Terry, you blowing smoke up my ass?
No, and
Are you saying this because I'm asking
No,
you to? Do I have any
no,
connection to this gym?
no,
Do I
you
care
don't.
less about this gym?
And
I
like
think a gym in a
said-
mall is the weirdest idea in the world.
And like I said, the trainer that he and I, that Gay and I both had.
You can understand how
I can
it could have been
see
too much for Gay? Because you're
exactly.
saying he's a weak and
I'm just
quick to
saying
crumble
that-
person.
I'm just saying
That's
that
an
he's-
insult. What you're doing is insulting
Well,
Gay, whether you
no.
realize it or not. I would think that's an insult.
Sometimes you have
That
to
he's
take different
that
approaches
he's
to people.
so fragile.
And
that
I said
He's
from
just
the
not
beginning
accustomed to that.
He was not the one for me.
See, Gay is making it like you haven't hurt him. If I'm him, and I'm using my mind, I'm
Right.
using my brain here, I'm thinking, how much of a traitor is Terry Free? Here I was going off on the air of how horrible an experience I had, and she didn't even believe me, or she doesn't give me any credit for it, and she goes running to this place as soon as she hears that there's a vacancy for a promotion they're doing, and she goes and swoops on in. Obviously,
thought
she
of
doesn't
it.
believe in what I'm saying. I would take that personally.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone you should be mad at here, Gay, it should be Terry.
You know what? She's the one that has to put up with him.
She loves him.
Fine.
If the place was so bad, it'd be out of business if everybody thought like Gay, okay?
Terry, do you have any complaints?
No,
at all?
no.
There was a lot of other people that
Is
called
it
me that
overstating?
said they felt the same way I did.
I mean, it's a
Show
gym.
us the emails. Show us those emails of people that had similar feelings to you. Send them to us. All I'm saying is, Gay, if you had stuck it out, if you had stuck with what was working, here we are now, 7, 8, 9 months later, if you had stuck with it all this time, you would be a completely different person.
I know,
And
I'm a complete
that's
failure.
gotta
So let's
sting.
bring that up
But
again.
let's remember why the guy was mad at you and yelling at you in the first place. You went through a drive-thru. You had a little binge over the weekend, and they're supposed to yell at you when you do that.
I was taken into a room for 2 hours.
No.
With 3 people
No.
telling me how pathetic I was.
Right.
How
That's-
bad
But that's
I was.
motivational. That's
not motivational.
You had called here complaining about them before they even brought you in that room. I remember that. I remember that you called and said you were going to quit, that you were going to stop working out there before you even told us about them bringing you in that room, giving you what could be very easily construed as a motivational speech for the breakdown he had for going to that drive-thru when he wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Screw you.
Mhm.
A little mind games because you do the
It's not a
same thing
mind
that the
game. Gay,
kid
I could
does.
care less. I like you this way. It's more fun for us.
So why don't you shut the hell up?
Ow! Because I just want to
I'm
know.
so tired of you doing this to me.
Doing what now?
Oh, you know what? You're a manipulator, you ass.
What am I manipulating? Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
What am I manipulating?
I don't know.
I just wanted to know if he regrets quitting and how it would have been if he would have stuck with it at this point, Terry.
part of his anger may be that, though. Maybe
Yeah,
he does
could
regret
be.
it.
It's all
He could
his
be.
anger.
Yeah.
And he directs his anger at the dude who was motivating him, Terry.
Right.
He directs this anger at me for pointing out what is the facts.
Mm-hmm.
What are the facts, Terry?
Mm-hmm.
The facts are, if he had stuck with what was working for that 1 month up till now, what would he look like?
Normally when you go to the gym, you just give them the card, get a little towel, and hit start on the treadmill. I don't know how it can be so torturous.
Well, and that's the
like,
thing.
what happens where it's so torturous?
Well, I think that's the thing, is that it's difficult to get started at first because you're like going, oh my gosh, you know, it's hard work, and do I really feel like doing this hard
He had
work?
gotten past that part, Terry. He had gotten past that part.
And he had lost
gotten
like
past
50
the
pounds
part
already,
where,
and-
he had started seeing results.
Yeah.
That's why it was so shocking to me. But I shouldn't talk, you know why, Terry? Because I'm a manipulator. Huh.
Or you're a manipulative prick, I think.
Did he say prick?
Yes.
He said prick?
Yeah, I
Well,
think so.
Call him back. See, I'll take him to the buffet today if he wants to.
Okay, I'm in. If you insist.
To feel better?
Tell me how I'm manipulating and what my goal is to manipulate here, Terry.
I don't know.
And as far as being a prick, I mean, guilty as charged. But as far as being a manipulator, I'm trying to figure out where the manipulation is going to lead me. What my ultimate goal here is.
Not in this situation, but your tact of motivating him is like the trainer. He doesn't like it.
Uh-huh. Well, then why does he participate in this show for the past 8 years or whatever he's been involved with?
I don't know. He gets upset if we ask him not to participate.
If I'm him, I think I reasonably have a right to be mad at you, Terry, but he refuses to do that. I think I have a right to call you names.
Sure.
Because I, as I said, Terry,
Yeah.
see that as a personal knock.
Right.
That you
For not
went to
taking his word
you
and-
went to the
yes.
place that I was so passionate against.
Right. I understand that.
And there you are, loving every second. You're 20 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
It's working for you. You're sticking with it. You're in now. How many months have you been doing this? 3-4 months.
Something like that.
You go all the time.
Yeah.
You love the people.
Mm-hmm.
You love the people that he so tried to convince you you're supposed to hate.
Sure.
He loved him at one point, too.
Do they have a cardboard cutout of you, too?
No.
Oh.
But I did see the pictures of him when initially I
They still have
started.
him up?
No, they did
Oh.
at that time. Because they were still kind of hoping that
Then
he would come back.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
now they know
they
there's
were,
no hope.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
right.
they took the pictures down.
Right. He's like a before picture now.
Yeah.
Even when he was trashing them, they were still hoping, he'd come back to the
yes,
fold.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Because they understand how that people get frustrated. And
Now he can only go back to the folds.
Well, they invited him back.
Right.
They told us they invited him back.
As much crap as he has ever talked about them, they're still open. They're like, we'll be more than happy to. We're
They're
here.
still open to it now?
Yes.
Remember they
I
gave
don't
him
know how
free
that could be.
food, too. Remember that?
Well, they used to massage him after a workout.
Right. And
For free.
For free.
For free.
No, that's
Everything
true. And
was.
what's interesting is the one now Gay. The one guy, our trainer that had trained both of us, is it not true that he actually had you at his house and taught you how to cook meals and things like that?
Yes. I said that from the beginning.
Now you have to admit, most people do not go that far for somebody.
And I never said that I didn't appreciate what he did.
But you sit up here and you talk about how evil
He's
of
so
a guy
weird.
is
Yes.
and how terrible
Terry,
they are.
He needed an excuse for not going to the gym. Don't you understand? He needed to make someone the bad guy so it wouldn't be him. Don't you get it? Oh, wait. I'm just manipulating. Oh!
Did he hang up?
Yes.
Oh. What? Why hang up when you're going to keep answering all the time?
What?
I just want to know, so we can put this all to rest. Because I hear Terry's commercials, and it would have all been arrested months ago, but Terry has very ironically begun a string of commercials where she promotes this disastrous place. And I just want to know if it kind of is bugging you that you didn't stick with it. Admit that it has to bug you a little bit. You have to regret the moment you quit. They'll still take you back, apparently, to what Terry said.
Yeah, that's not what I was told.
Oh, believe me, they would.
No, he can't go back anymore. I won't let him. You can't go back.
But you have to regret stopping because you saw the results and you were doing well and you were walking and you were doing all this stuff. How
I
could you
feel
not?
bad that it didn't continue, but I feel worse that she has to put up with that crap.
But she's not putting up with anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's crap, though.
Terry loves putting up with it all the time.
You like taking that abuse, Terry.
I would love to have somebody yelling at me to work out.
The thing is that I understand his
work out
whole
if somebody
mentality.
cried.
It's working well for you, Terry.
It works for me.
Yes.
It works for me.
And you like it.
Yes.
Well, then good. That motivates you. I hope you do well.
She already has. She already has.
Well, good. Do better.
That's my plan.
Bikini Dave is on the line.
Oh, jeez.
Wait till you hear that John John's going to Pappy's for the holidays. Oh.
Yes, Bikini.
Yes, I go to that gym as well.
Is that right?
Yeah,
you see Bikini
I actually
Dave there?
have seen him there. Yes, I have.
In fact, that's the gym I train at for all my wrestling and mixed martial arts.
Man, it's amazing people go to this kind of torturous place voluntarily, Terry.
Great, then he knows Crazy Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Brad is a very, very good friend of mine. And
I'm sure he would be.
He is, and he runs a fantastic place. And I'm sure he might have had a problem, but I'll tell you what, it is the best gym I've ever been to. And that's all I have to say, so take that.
Oh, there's so love to say.
Did you take that, gang?
No, I didn't.
It doesn't seem like everyone seems to be on board with your opinion of this place.
You know what? That's fine.
So the only question that remains, again, that is unanswered, is how much regret do you have?
Please, my whole life is regret.
Okay, there's the answer.
All right.
Now that you've admitted that, if you want to go back... No, you still can't. Never mind.
My whole life is regret. That's nice.
Jeez. I know.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Are you job interviewing, Gay? Is there anything going on with you, or just collecting the unemployment checks?
I'm applying for jobs.
Got any leads?
Yeah, do you?
At least 3 a week.
Leads? Or do you have any prospects, any true potential, or no?
I have to contact 3 people a week.
I understand, but that's just going through the motions. I'm just wondering if you're close to getting anything, if you're truly actually making an effort to get a job.
Well, nobody's responded to my emails.
Well, maybe going there or arranging an interview, or...
No, that's the worst
phone
Yeah,
calls.
if you've had to look for a job recently, you'll know that most places only accept emails.
I look for a job every day.
They don't let you go there directly.
Wendy's won't hire me.
Oh.
All right, Gay. Whatever. Just curious.
Don't say whatever to me. I'm not the one that called you.
I was just curious after hearing Terry's ads if they're bugging you at all.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I would say yes.
Little testes.
I love how you're so friggin' supportive.
What am I supposed to be doing?
You know what? Not being an ass once in a while. Why don't you try that?
Oh, yeah? And how do I go about that?
I don't know. It's so hard for you.
Well, if you have no direction for me, then how am I supposed
Big
to...
asshead.
So when T-Man starts doing ads for how to not be an ass, you're going to get pissed off about that, too.
No, because maybe it'll change his freaking life.
Well, until you have some offerings on how I can go about this quest that you have in mind for me, I know not what to do.
Get
all
a
right?
rope. Get a rope.
Get a rope?
Get a rope?
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe that's how you can not be an ass.
What does that mean, get a rope?
Think to
Get
hang
a tree.
yourself?
Yeah.
Put them together.
Right. Why would I do that? I love my life.
Yeah, I know you do.
There's no
And
regrets.
you let everybody know it.
All right. So why are you suggesting ropes? What's on your mind?
I'm not talking about this anymore. Goodbye.
You brought... Oh, geez. That's the weirdest guy ever.
But all that is please call me back again.
I thought you were going to invite him to the buffet, Stephen.
I did. You didn't respond.
But I did.
Okay, good. We're in.
It's a date.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a date with 3 plates.
Then you can get a rope.
Oh, 3 each.
Get a rope tied around your waist. Go about the rest of your day.
There you go.
The T-Man.
Hey, what?
Now, listen here. We have to pick a bill out of this big here hopper.
Sure.
However,
Yes.
I must let you know there is a person on one of these phone lines, Terry, who claims that the ham sandwich man has been hitting on his wife for the past month, Terry. Okay. And he's making it clear to us and to the ham sandwich man, wherever he may be right now, that if he doesn't stop, he's going to get a beating.
Oh. Okay.
Now, where did Pacey just run to?
I do not know.
Better poop! Better poop! Better poop! Better poop!
Sorry.
Where did Pacey just run to?
There was a contestant downstairs.
Oh, contestants. There's so many contestants, Terry. So little time.
Yes.
All we do is get stuff away.
I know.
because I was going to ask Pasty Dave, the Virgin, Terry, to call the ham sandwich man, see if he can get him on the line, because they're very close, Terry, and see if we can get a response. Now, do you want me to punch up this line of this guy who says that the ham sandwich man is going to get a beating if he doesn't stop? Now, but him, he doesn't seem like the type to be hitting on the same woman. He's not like the kind of guy to go into stores and hit on a woman who has no place of relief. He's the kind of guy who walks on the streets and hits on women who are walking around.
Yeah, that's what
it's
I
not his M.O.
He's been known to go to malls before, though. I've seen him at, like, South Center.
Yeah, I've actually heard about that.
Yeah.
He does go to the South Center Mall, and maybe this woman's working at Hot Dog on a Stick or something like that.
Well, then I probably know her.
And it's, well, let me punch the guy up and see what he has to say. Sir, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right.
First off, let me let you know that we are saddened by this circumstance, and we hope to be able to rectify it as soon as possible.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, now tell me what's happening.
Let me lay down a little bit of background for you.
Now, is it true, before you lay down the background, is it true, let me make sure that the cards are on the table here. You were making it clear, according to what Pasty told me, that the ham sandwich man is going to be on the receiving end of a beating if he doesn't stop hitting on your woman.
It's going to be, kind of like that, something like that.
All right, now give me the history. Go ahead.
All right, here's the history, T-Man.
Yes.
I'm married to this beautiful Thai woman.
Oh, jeez.
I've been married to her for 8 years. You know, there's no infidelity problems, nothing like that out there.
Terry, book an appointment at Hot Dog on a Stick for me today.
I will.
A beautiful Thai woman.
Sure.
Yes, go ahead. And
so,
you've been married for 10 years?
She comes home from the mall the first time, and she goes, hey, this guy, she's like, you listen to Cube 93, don't you? I said, yeah. She goes, this guy who calls himself the ham sandwich man was trying to hit on me. And I said, the ham sandwich man. So I started thinking. And he goes, yeah, you know me from Cube 93. I'm the ham sandwich guy. Like that was supposed to be his claim to fame.
Oh, that's a very big claim to fame to some people, yes. A lot of women.
And so I just said, just leave it alone. This is around the time Strip Prentice was going on.
That's who I say I am when I go to malls.
A lot of people say that's who they are when they go to malls.
You're sexy, Lexi?
Yes. Yeah. Stephen Kilbreth tries to convince people he's the ham sandwich man.
Yeah.
He says, wow.
Recently,
yes.
Recently, out there at the super mall,
yes,
my wife's out there looking for a couple things. You need to grab a couple things because she's going to Vegas. And here comes Hammy again.
Well, how does he know to find her at the super mall? She doesn't work there? Just by coincidence, he bumps into her all the time?
No, she doesn't work. All she does is go to the mall all day.
All right. So how does the ham sandwich man consistently hit on your woman day after day if she's not in the same place all the time?
No, she goes to different malls.
Well,
how has he just miraculously come up upon her at different malls on a regular basis?
No, this was his line. His line was, actually, we can call my wife on the line.
I don't care what his line was. You're not answering my question. How does he, coincidentally enough, bump into your wife on a regular basis?
I didn't understand that. And she goes,
well, maybe you're the faithful one, and your wife is sending out some weird vibes, because I think it's a little too coincidental, Terry. If she's not working at the mall, if she was working at the mall, I could understand him running up on her.
Mall,
he knows where to find her.
Absolutely.
But you want me to believe there are all these different malls, all these different days, and the ham sandwich man, oops, it happened again.
Oh, there you are.
He bumped into this beautiful Thai woman.
Right. Same one.
Who just happened to be shopping at this mall on this day.
The only other thing that could be happening is he's stalking her. And she even...
Will you get Pasty back here so I can call the ham sandwich man?
Call the ham sandwich man.
Oh, wait, actually, the ham sandwich man is called in, Terry.
There you go.
See?
And call my wife at the same time.
Man.
Because if there's something awry, we will know right now.
Is this so beautiful, Terry? I love a good ride, Terry.
Yeah.
Is this so beautiful that I don't have to work that hard?
No, that is
when
great.
I need something, the listeners, the callers, even the dysfunctional family members are there, ready to make it happen. And Terry, this man has some interesting allegations.
Yes, very interesting.
This man makes it seem...
And on top of that, T-Man, before all this went on, I wanted to be a member of the dysfunctional family member.
And now you want nothing to do with it because you want nothing to do with the ham sandwich man. All right, well, Terry.
Yes, sir.
The only way you can make his allegations hold up is if the ham sandwich man is stalking this man's beautiful Thai wife.
Right, but have we ever heard in the past of Hammy stalking anybody?
He may not be the stalking personality type.
He's Mr. Free Spirit, whatever goes, whatever goes.
That's why we have to hear the other side of the story.
Hey, T-Man.
Howdy.
Oh.
He was born in the bayou.
Eating a ham sandwich.
With a golden spoon. With golden teeth.
I think romantic is just sitting down and what a like this.
He's a guy looking for Miss Do-Right. And in the meantime, f***ing everybody inside.
Yeah.
He's high on life. And probably something else, too. And now, the most romantic man in the land.
Just chilling.
He's the ham sandwich
I love a beautiful
guy.
Thai woman out there.
Gobble, 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 gobble. I say, whoa. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now.
I love a beautiful Thai woman, Terry.
Bam.
Hammy, good morning.
Whoa now, good morning, T to the man.
Yes, T to the man has a couple of questions for you, Hammy. Now, let me all preface this by saying, Terry,
Yes.
I love a beautiful Thai woman, baby.
Well, and I love me some chicken pad Thai.
Make me a stalker. Okay.
Well,
Now, Hammy.
As you got a few questions, just
Yes.
pour it on me like hot water. This
Oh,
morning.
jeez. There's a man on the line, Hammy. Maybe you heard something about it. Maybe you're just calling coincidentally. I am tending to believe that you heard something about it. He is claiming that you are not leaving his wife alone.
I'm not leaving his wife alone.
Yes, that you are basically stalking her from mall to mall. You're hitting on her. You're making it clear all the ham sandwich things you want to do to her. And he wants it to be clear that if you don't stop, that you're going to be on the receiving end of a beating, Hammy.
Well, T-Man, on that particular type of scenario, all I can say is, in the month of October, I did get the trick-or-treat on trick-or-treat day. Now, I just need everybody to know that this is November the 16th to 15th, and I have not got no gobble. I have not got a hold of any type of gobble.
Okay, so the last time
listen, what happened? Let me tell you what happened, Hammy. You were recently in the super mall. This was last Thursday, because I remember my wife went to Vegas on Friday. And she was in there looking for some stuff. It was her and another Asian girl. And she said you walked up to her and said, hey, I'm the ham sandwich man from Cube 93. And they were like, okay, so. And she was like, I'm married. And the next thing that came out of your mouth was, but I'm the ham sandwich man from Cube 93.
Wow. That should trump any unmarried statement, too.
I guess so.
Yes.
I would have fallen over right there.
Now, I'm hoping, T-Man, we can have the opportunity to open up just one more line because my wife is at work.
Well, I don't need... Hey, Hammy has not disputed what you've said so far. You made it seem like Hammy has been going from place to place stalking your wife. Now it seems like it was just one time a week ago Thursday.
Where was the first mall that Hammy supposedly met her
What's
at?
the more? Tell me about the more.
Before that, T-Man, this guy has he don't have to go any further what he's saying, but I want to give him some truth on what he's saying.
Yes, please.
Yes, I was at the super mall maybe about a week or something ago. A family had came down from Chicago, and I was with this big old large family.
Yeah, gotta take him to the super mall, Terry. Yeah, family comes in. That's where I take him first.
And I did not want to go to the super mall for a few reasons, because it don't have enough women in the super mall for me.
But they had...
Hold on, not to interfere.
Let the man speak! Sir, you've said your part. Let Hammy say what he's got to say. Go ahead, Hammy.
But I was pacing the super mall, speaking and talking to women if I can. Now, when it comes down to stalking, that's a big old charge you're trying to throw on me, and I need not to stalk anybody.
All right, so when you approached these two beautiful Thai women, when you made them clear as to who you were and they didn't seem interested, Hammy, what happened next from your point of view?
I don't remember no Thai women, but I do remember a 16-year-old Thai girl that we put on my cousin. I mean my homeboy, little cousin, because he's like 15. So it had this Asian girl.
Sir, I'm assuming your wife is not 16. Is that right?
Let's hope
not.
And you've been married to her for 8 years?
Hammy, let me refresh your memory.
But
there were two Asian girls there. One is my wife. She obviously looks better than the other Asian girl.
Oh, dear. Because you wouldn't take the lesser of the two Asian girls.
He's pretty stuff is ham sandwich man. You kind of paused as if they were supposed to ask for an autograph.
Okay.
When that didn't happen, they moved to another section of the store, and they noticed that you were moving to the other section of the store as well. They knew it was you because they could see your large gold shoes from underneath all the clothes racks.
That could have been me. I wear those too.
Yes.
Well, does Hammy even own a pair of gold shoes?
I know I got a mouth full of gold in my mouth, but I don't know about no gold shoes.
See, and that what's interesting is this gentleman keeps putting things on Hammy and doesn't even ask. I mean, he's just accusing him, saying
They want to hear a side of the story.
Right, he's not.
Hammy, you don't recall anything like this, is what you're saying.
Well, see, man, I do recall hollering at these beautiful women out here, and I do want to let them know that I'm lonely this morning, and I woke up by myself. Now, back to this young man right here. I don't recall stalking nothing. You know, I'm not stalking.
So you're saying, Hammy, if you did hit on them, once they made it clear that you weren't into them, you moved on to other ladies, and that was it. No big deal.
And I'm not a stalker or a stalker. Either way you want to bring it to me, that don't fit my criteria.
All right, so if the ham sandwich man may have hit on your wife for a couple of seconds there, sir, why don't you just take it as somewhat of a compliment and move on with your day? Why do you have to make a big big deal out of this, accusing the ham sandwich man of harassing your wife time after time, where it sounds like it was one little incident in one little super mall?
Wait a minute, T-Man. You got to let me finish the story. That was just one mall in question. A couple of weeks earlier, the same incident with the same hammy sandwich guy happened again in the Tacoma Mall.
Now you're getting hot now. Now at first you was cold, now you done got hot with the second incident. You ain't got to go that hard in the paint on me. Now you're starting to lie right now.
Hey, there's one way to fix this, T-Man. T-Man, there's a simple way
I don't want to talk to your wife, sir. I could care less about your wife. Hammy says you're lying. I think the ham sandwich man would know. You would remember if you hit on the same woman in 2 or 3 weeks, right, Hammy? Would you recognize the same woman?
Well, man, T-Man, it's the way he came at me like a bag of gold Pringle chips that there was no Tacoma Mall in 5 to 6 months I have been to. But when you come down to the super mall, if you want to throw it, if you want to hit me with any type of fastball, just don't throw me a screwball.
Oh, jeez.
Well, the other thing, too, what's interesting, see...
The ham sandwich man can't hit the screw,
right. What's interesting, too, is this guy doesn't even think that there's a possibility that there's somebody out there claiming to be Hammy.
Or maybe his wife wants to believe that the ham sandwich man keeps hitting on him all the time.
Right.
Hammy would admit it if it happened.
Right. And
Hammy, if there was one woman you were obsessed with, would you admit it or no?
See, man, if there was one woman out there that I was, like, literally trying to lay down the bus down, just the way people hearing it now, they'll be hearing it straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He would make it clear. He would accept it. He would take responsibility. Now, Hammy, when you hit on a woman on the street, in the mall, wherever the case may be, and she tells you she's married and she's not interested, do you then continue to throw the ham sandwich charm on extra turbo power, or do you lay off? What's your MO there?
Oh, well, I'm not going to lay it down on a turbo power, but
I mean, if she really makes it clear that she's not interested, if she really tells you, if you really get the vibe that she is completely uninterested, do you move on or do you keep pressing?
See, man, if she got a nice apple bottom on her, I'm going to ask her something like, well, I know you ain't in love, or how long you been having that problem.
See, now that's grounds to get that ass whooped.
Because she wouldn't have an apple bottom, Terry, if she wasn't into it.
Gets his ass whooped just for hitting on her?
Plain and simple. It'll stand up in any court of law. Once
I don't know
you
about
say
that.
I'm married, if you pursue it, hey, that's grounds to get that ass whooped.
Well, man, look, all I got to tell them is, check my track record, and I have no type of... Whoa, now.
Oh, jeez.
Check my track
shaking me,
record.
skipping.
yeah, he is. He's running.
Man, that's the little son going to school this morning that just hit me with the whoa, now.
I got it. Okay,
but back to this guy.
Yes.
As far as the stalking, that ain't me. But if it come down for me to holler at women, I'm totally guilty on that because I do holler at the women out there.
All right. Do you understand, sir, what Hammy's telling you? That yes, he may have come up on your lady, but he didn't get obsessive with her. Are you willing to accept that? Are you willing to take back the threat of the beating for the ham sandwich man?
The threat of the beating?
He's saying he's saying you're going to get beat down if you don't watch yourself, Hammy.
I'm not willing to take that back. As a matter of fact, I have a trap in place. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna use this beautiful woman as bait. And when I see Hammy coming, knowing that he's already talked to this woman before.
Well, check this out. Being you're going to see me coming, the only thing I'm going to be coming in is your face. Being you got a trap, and you're going to wait for me to be coming.
Oh, dear.
Trust the plus. You don't want me to come.
Well,
the trap may capture your wife.
I don't know if we're talking about sex or violence right now.
I got a lot of respect for Hammy because people tell me.
And I got a lot of respect for you, but I don't want you put me in the middle of your wife. Why you just don't settle that with your wife?
No, hold on. This is what I'm getting at, Hammy. People tell me that.
But you coming on hating, and you should have settled that with your wife. If you know me, you know how I get down. I holler at women. I don't beat women. I like to have sex with women, but they're doing me wrong out here, and I want y'all to love me. You heard me?
Let me address two more statements to the ham sandwich guy.
Whoa.
Statement number one.
Right.
Is
man.
The reason why I got respect for you is because I heard you have a big Johnson. Is this correct?
Oh, geez.
All right, I think these two are just trying to hook up.
I think the guy is
This sounds like he may be an obsessed fan with the ham sandwich.
Yeah, I think so.
If anyone's stalking anyone, it could be this guy, the ham sandwich man.
I think so.
Whoa.
But, Hammy, since the question's been laid out there, do you have a huge Johnson, yes or no? Hammy, do you have a huge Johnson, yes or no?
Man, I got pipe tea, man.
Well, it sounds like that maybe.
Then what I heard is true.
Oh, jeez.
You got a huge Johnson. You got pipe. Spit it out. It ain't yours.
That's a great line, let me tell you. Okay. All right, this guy is loving the ham sandwich, man. That's what's obvious here.
I think actually the wife is too. But he doesn't want to
How would you
realize
hear that about a stranger?
Yeah, how do you hear about
the
that?
wife knows.
Yeah.
Hammy.
What have you heard about mine?
This just,
extra small. Does she like that?
Hammy, this just adds to your legendary status. That's clear.
Oh, goodness.
But does Hammy need to be concerned at all, Terry? This man was serious with the threat of setting him up with, I would imagine it would be a different female. I don't think he was talking about his wife.
No, he was talking about somebody else.
Use as bait.
Yes.
And when Hammy falls into the trap,
right,
he has to worry about getting his ass beat? Is that something Hammy should have on his...
He's setting him up at? I mean,
He's not going to let him know, Tim.
Oh, that's right.
It's part
But
of
he's
the
going to
plan.
see him coming.
What, is he like the hit on police now? You can't hit on women?
Jeez.
Is that
No, it's not the hit on police. I was 8 years as a Navy SEAL, and I got, my ways of finding out what I want to find out.
Sorry, do you love the ham sandwich man or do you hate him? Have you made up your mind or not?
What about
him? Whether you love the ham sandwich man or you hate him. It sounds like you more love him now than hate him, to be honest.
No,
like
I don't hate him. I don't hate him.
Okay. What are you doing here?
Anybody with that type of ghetto swagger has to be, somewhere in my liking circle.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. That's good enough.
Bring swagger into it.
Man.
Jeez.
Glad we can work that all out, Terry.
Right. Issues, man.
Let them both go. This delayed us picking a bill out of the hopper, Terry.
Oh, that's right.
But if we can get it straightened out, that's good enough for me. When we get back, a bill gets pegged out of these words.
The T-Man.
A Colorado woman wanted to be the cool mom in town. Well, now she's going to cool her heels in jail.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned this yesterday, Terry.
In town. Well, now she's going to cool her heels in jail for 30 years.
Ow!
Sylvia Johnson was sentenced for hosting sex and alcohol parties for her daughter's teenage friends. In these interrogations, prosecutors say...
That is the cool mom as far as I'm concerned, Terry.
Is it?
You can't come up with a better definition of the cool mom. Your daughter, you want to join in on the fun. She's bringing her little 15-year-old friends over. Give her a little buzz, a little vagina.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Does it get more cool mom than that, Terry?
I don't think that's really being a cool mom.
Of course, you're putting yourself at 30 years risk. At least now the precedent has been set. That seems like a pretty hefty little bit of a penalty, huh?
I don't know.
30 years in jail.
Well,
that seems really
rapists
high.
get 5 years, and she gets 30. Well, I guess you could say, and they very clearly can say that she is a rapist.
Right.
But still, I mean, I'm not convinced these 15-year-old boys are dealing with such terrible harm. Come on.
Sylvia Johnson was sentenced for...
Sylvia Johnson.
Sylvia Johnson was sentenced for hosting sex and alcohol parties for her daughter's teenage friends. In these interrogations, prosecutors say Johnson admitted to having sex with some of the boys.
Right.
Excuse me.
Oh,
and held the
trial this day. 30 years, I'm in trouble. Get me a lawyer.
In these interrogations, prosecutors say Johnson admitted to having sex with some of the boys. excuse me, and held the parties so the kids would think that she was cool.
Hey.
Well, in court, Johnson apologized for her actions.
Oh.
I know I've hurt so many people, not just the boys, but my own family. I've let down myself, my community.
Johnson could be eligible for parole in 10 years.
Oh, good. I'll be waiting. Anyhow. Jeez. Are you really convinced that she really terribly harmed these 15-year-old boys, Terry?
Sure. Believe it or not, I think that they can be traumatized.
Oh, give me a break.
I mean, yes, they're men.
Be a sexual
they're
river.
boys, and even though you'd say that it's,
It's too early for them to be doing that kind of stuff.
Right. I still think
But when you're
it's kinda
15, a 15-year-old boy could take on a 40-year-old woman any day, right?
I would have loved it. Would have loved it. You know how many 40-year-old teachers I was hitting on that I got no response from, Terry? I'm like, come on, sexually abuse me, come on.
But if you weren't interested, you could get away, right? I mean, so they were interested.
You're a 15-year-old boy. You have enough strength to get away, enough mental capacity to get away.
Not if you're all doped up and drunk.
Oh, because I forgot. She liquored them up to the point where they would have done things they wouldn't have ordinarily done. I understand now.
Well, there's pressure of being in that situation, I would think, too.
Chuck this woman in jail for 30 years. She's a hardened criminal.
Well, there's a huge orgy and everybody's naked.
You want to give her a year, fine. You want to give her a year to tell her, hey, this behavior is not tolerated. 30 years?
Yeah, that's brutal, man.
30? She's got to sit there at least 10? You nuts? Come on.
Well, how many kids did she rape? I mean, that's...
2 or 3.
No, actually, I think she had
4 or 5?
Yeah, like 5 boys.
She was doling it out?
Yeah, she was.
Oh.
I mean, and she did this for a whole year.
If anything, that should lighten her sentence, Terry.
No.
It wasn't just one boy. She was doling it out.
Right, she was.
They have each other to fall on if they really have hard times, some mental struggles. They can compare notes and feel like there's safety in the numbers there. Come on. 30 years.
It's a little stiff.
A little bit, yeah. Well, when they get older, it'll be better.
Right.
But we have important business to take care of, Terry. I'm about an hour late on picking a bill out of this hopper because we've been a mild bit distracted here. I know you're holding up stories in both hands
quite
there.
a few, as a matter of fact.
All right, give me one quickie. Let me see what you get an idea of what you're holding on
One's
to
the
this
story,
morning.
one's our food order. It's not too
Oh, the big ones are food order.
Right.
All right, give me that small thing in your left hand there.
According to a recent study done at Indiana University, men who live in rural areas often use condoms incorrectly, they have found.
Incorrectly. Got to put bold print directions on the condoms.
Apparently you do.
In these rural areas.
Yes.
How do you use a condom incorrectly? I don't know. I used plenty of duct tape when I patched it on her VJ.
Right.
Put it on your hand.
What do? You stick it on your nose?
They say here that some men admitted that they waited too long to put on a condom or took it off too soon.
Well, that's not using a condom incorrectly. That's not using a condom, period. Jeez, I nutted. All right, let me put it on now.
Well, that's still using
Perfect.
it incorrectly, yes.
Well, it's not using a condom. Oh, you know what? Let me read this here.
I think it's safe to say that men in rural areas do a lot of things wrong.
Right.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Look at the
How about
presidential
rural
election.
areas are wrong?
Probably.
Let's see what we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Jo Pietromonaco. Pietro Monaco.
Okay.
Mary Jo Pietromonaco.
Man,
that's a nice name.
You like that, Steve?
I do.
Do you wish she was a 40-year-old mom?
She might be.
She might
With
be.
a little bit of Grey Goose and a VJ ready to serve. Anyhow, Mary Jo Pietromonaco, Pietromonaco. Well, we got 19 Mary Jo Pietromonacos on the line. You have 30 minutes. We'll give you till 10 o'clock. You have till the end of this here show, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm
Bonus
so tardy.
Bonus hours.
We have a PEMCO insurance bill. What does PEMCO insure, Terry? What do they do? They
Cars,
life, people, homes, everything. It's
They do it all.
They do it all.
Is PEMCO nationwide or just a local little gig here?
I think it's nationwide.
Think it's nationwide?
All right. Well, your PEMCO insurance bill, Mary Jo Pietromonaco, is going to be taken care of by Cube 93. If you call us back before 10 a.m., how does that sound, Terry?
Wow. Awesome.
2
hours.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
90 bonus minutes.
Whoa.
And I see you're living in Linwood, Mary Jo, so an insurance bill is very important, I would imagine.
Sure.
I don't understand the connection there, but work on that. How about that?
Okay.
All right?
The T-Man.
The top of the Space Needle will be Cougar Crimson.
Yes.
That's because the Cougars won a hurricane fundraiser challenge against the Huskies, raising more than $164,000. It will stay that way through Apple Cup weekend.
Right.
The Coug flag also flies atop the needle, too. Are you happy?
I'm happy. I was going to scream out "Go Cougs," but I'm already
geez.
obnoxious enough. All right.
This anchor's a Coug, too?
He's a Coug.
They all are.
They're all over
That's
here.
unbelievable.
Man.
Well, they may be all over here. And we
obvious
touched
that they
on
are.
this earlier, Terry.
Yep.
Amongst other things, baby.
Wow.
But I
Last
will
one
tell
was
you
fast.
this. I am not a fan of Husky football. I'm a fan of Husky basketball, and you can wonder how you could separate the two. Well, I'm from out of town, and it works for me.
Right.
And I find the Husky fans a little too elitist and pompous. But I'm a big Husky basketball fan. Cougar, Husky football, I could care not. Care less. Anyhow, with that said, you got the Space Needle now painted in the Cougar colors. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. If I'm a Husky football fan, you think I'm standing for that crap? This is Husky turf here. I don't care if the Cougar donations that they sent into the Hurricane Katrina Relief Fund rebuilt the Gulf Coast single-handedly. Right. You're not painting the Space Needle in Cougar colors and getting away with it. If I'm a Husky fan, I'm toppling that crap. I'm not sitting around watching the Space Needle for the next 4 days.
Right. No,
sitting up there in crimson.
Yeah, I hear you. Believe me, if it were over in the Palouse, no big water towers getting painted purple and gold. I'll tell you that.
How can you?
Yeah, jeez.
How can you walk around town as a Husky fan knowing that this is your turf and just sit around while the Space Needle, the most recognizable landmark in this area, is painted in Cougar colors? Are you nuts?
Yeah, I hear you. But they are.
You're supposed to sit around and take that?
They are.
I don't. Something's got to be done. Luckily, I don't care. Right. You hear how I'm screaming?
No, I know.
And I don't care.
Right. But you would think, absolutely, you would think.
This
that
is
more
your
people
turf.
would.
You defend it.
Yeah.
Do whatever has to be done.
Nope. But we've just come on over and squatted.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Took a big one right here.
And that's how you're supposed to justify it? That they gave more donations? Well, that doesn't work for me. I don't care. You're not allowing my Space Needle and my Husky turf to be painted in what color is it? Crimson and what?
Crimson and gray.
Crimson and gray.
Yes. And the flag of flying.
Man,
What's the
talk
top of the
about an
Space Needle?
embarrassment. Talk about a slap in your dog face, which apparently has gone on a little too much over the past couple of years. Yeah. This would be the last straw. We all become Al-Qaeda today and blow that thing up.
Wow.
Well, how do you stand for it?
No, I'm hearing you, but I'm loving it because
Of course you're loving it.
So and it does. It shocks me that they sit there and allow it, because I agree with you. It is.
And the
Husky territory.
And the way you accept it is to buy into this theory. Oh, well, there was a contest, and the Cougs gave more donations. Big deal.
Right.
You're not painting that Space Needle during Apple Cup week in Cougar colors. Stupid idea. It's the ultimate slap of a face that's been slapped a little too much lately. How much are you going to take, Husky fans? How much are you going to take? Apparently, this and more.
Not a lot of support for their fellas.
I don't understand it. You don't trample on our turf like that.
Right.
It's possible a Cougar runs Seattle Center, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a conspiracy.
God, Stephen, you and your conspiracy
Well, you better look
theory.
into it, Stephen.
Oh, I will.
You should.
You kill me.
Unless you're just willing to continually be embarrassed your whole life.
It doesn't really embarrass me. I don't.
You don't feel that's an embarrassment? That's a slap? That's a knock? Right overhanging the Husky Stadium and the University of Washington, there's the Space Needle dressed up in crimson and gray?
I don't, honestly.
All right.
After one Pac-10 win in 2 years, it's tough to be embarrassed these days as a Husky football fan.
But still, the Apple
more
Cup
the
has
point than
always
anything.
been, the state
Oh, throw out the
rivalry
records,
and the
baby.
big, yeah.
3 wins and 2 wins. It's on.
Actually, I see this as a rather large game for the Huskies, believe it or not. If they're going to start making that cornerstone move to where they should be, where they always have been, beating the Cougars this weekend is a real big deal.
Most prolific Pac-10 football team in the history.
From a mindset standpoint, Terry, from a psychology point of view, a win this weekend is very important for the Huskies, in my opinion, and for the Cougars, well, they're the Cougars.
Yeah.
And mediocrity at is something that you almost strive for.
Right. That's true.
But
yeah, but they should have won.
They've had a lot of games. They've had a lot of good years, but they're certainly capable of dealing with the blows in life. Oh, jeez. But I'm sorry. I don't get it. Doesn't work for me.
Right.
But I'm fine. What else is going on, Terry?
It's the top of the Space Needle, though. Nobody sees it.
Oh, come on.
You have to fly a helicopter
That's your
over to see it.
justification.
Just having that cougar flag up there a couple of days this past week was
there like 12 of the 14 days they did it.
Very odd.
If I was a blimp pilot, I'd be really pissed.
Well, if you think you have to go up in the air to see it, then you're mistaken, because I've seen the cougar flag fly up there, and I know it was all a part of this promotion. I think this promotion's a stupid thing, and it's led to something that I think is a complete embarrassment to the Huskies in their backyard. In their backyard, Terry. And you want to write it off as a cute little way of building up funds for Hurricane Katrina. Terrific. But painting the Space Needle in cougar colors is a slap. And there's no two ways about it. Now, what do you have, Terry?
Well,
you're lucky I didn't go there. Because I would do something about it.
I said, well, there you go, then.
I know you're a big fan.
If I was an alum of the University of Washington,
right?
You think I would just sit around and let this happen?
Well, that's what's so
I'm screaming about it now, and then I'll forget about it. Now I won't think about it again, except when I'm driving by it. But if I went to that school for 4 years,
would you have donated?
And I have to drive by? No, I wouldn't have donated. And I don't know. But I had to drive by in my backyard looking at the cougar colors on the Space Needle? You think I'm sitting around taking that? Lord.
Everybody in the media is cougars, and that's why they won, because they promote it all the time. You got Kathy Gertz in there talking about it every day.
That's what I see, sure. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. I'm going to open up these phone lines, Terry.
Right.
I feel like I'm doing a sports show again. Toll free, 1-866-663-T-MAN. But I don't know if I want to talk about this. But anything you want to talk about is fine. 1-866-663-T-MAN. What do you have real quick, Terry? What do you have?
Nick Anderson missed those free throws in the finals? I mean, come on. What a fraud.
I know you're a big fan of MySpace.com.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to check out this story. A 17-year-old Virginia girl found murdered last month reportedly met her suspect killer.
So what do you want to do? You want to take down MySpace now?
No, I'm just saying.
Anywhere you go on the internet, Terry, there's a risk. Anywhere you're interacting with people on the internet, there's a risk.
I understand.
You go on MySpace, you're obviously aware of what potentially lies out there when you're communicating with the weirdos of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell me that this story all of a sudden is going to open people's eyes. Oh, you mean if you meet some stranger and you hook up with them in a mall, you can die? You want to blame MySpace for this, Terry? I'm already in the yelling mood. All right, tell me the story. What happened?
Well, I don't have all the specifics of that particular story, but in this article that you're talking about MySpace,
yes.
And in fact,
some girl, how old was she?
She was 17.
She was 17.
Had her MySpace.
I bet she did.
Yeah.
And what
then
happened?
Apparently met this guy or her suspected killer.
And he raped her? He killed her?
He killed her. He murdered her. Yes.
Where did this happen?
It happened in Virginia.
So now they're questioning the whole MySpace theory, philosophy, site of it.
Well, now it's my understanding that MySpace is
like every other website that is even remotely close to MySpace. It's got to be a pedophile playground, Terry, and you know that when your kids are getting their little MySpace account, you gotta, as a parent, be on top of all this. Right. But don't now bring into question the whole MySpace theory, the whole concept of MySpace. We didn't just this morning learn that MySpace has a couple of hidden dangers lurking within. All these sites do.
Mm-hmm.
And all these bad apples are lurking around out there, Terry, and you got to be aware of that. We've been aware of that for years. Don't make everyone all newly scared about MySpace. They all knew this.
Maybe it's not being newly scared, but it's just, reiterating to parents that they need to be on top of that.
Well, if they need it reiterated, they're dummies.
I mean, that's...
Okay? If you have a 15-year-old daughter, if you have a 13-year-old daughter, and you need it reminded to you by Terry Free that if your child is sitting there on MySpace all day long interacting with strangers and then making up to meet with them, that you're not doing your parenting job, well, then that's a problem. If you need that reminded to you by Terry Free. 1-866-6... I feel like I'm doing a sports show, Terry.
It's nice Jaden just added me as a friend, so that's cool. Better watch that.
I think she's kind of cute.
And so friendly.
They can pick up on these things at 9 months old, Steven.
We're meeting at Jamba Juice.
That's right.
Oh, no. They got rid of peanut butter. I'm not going there anymore.
You are so
I'm out.
anti now.
They got rid of peanut butter because they were sick of seeing you every day.
That's probably the reason.
Yes, and you're not the greatest walking advertisement for
health.
For healthy.
What they're shooting for.
No, I agree, but that's just a bad move.
Jamba Juice having a peanut butter smoothie is a bad move.
I don't think so.
Good source of protein.
Yeah, peanut butter's bananas. It's good for you.
Healthy.
So where did this girl get killed? What state?
In Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yes. And actually, a psychologist from Seattle University is basically also saying in this article that parents should use these sites like MySpace.com as search engines into their kids' lives.
So you should be, when your kids are not around, you should get their password, punch on in, and see what your kid's up to. All right?
Absolutely.
Not totally against that, Terry.
I'm all over that, although he doesn't have a MySpace.
Hopefully it wouldn't have to be a situation where it comes to that. You should have this open line of communication in the perfect world, Terry, where your child is making you aware of what they're doing.
Right.
But if they're not, and you have to do what you got to do, I'm not going to get all on you for that by any means, Terry. But I can pretty much guarantee you this. Of all the bad apples, these pedophiles that I talked about, Terry, I can pretty much guarantee you they're all on MySpace, looking for their prey.
Right.
So if you're not aware of that, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But Darius hooked up Pacey with a 40 sack yesterday, so we want to thank you for that.
That's great. Thanks.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call, and Dustin is the first on the line. Good morning, Dustin. Oh, Dustin.
Hello?
Yes, Dustin.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello. What do you got, Dusty?
Oh, I'm just calling on this whole cougar thing on top of the Space Needle. It's ridiculous, you know? You gotta
It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute outright embarrassment is what it is.
Exactly. Even though our team sucks this year, it's still Husky country. We need to get the Cougars the hell out of here.
This is your home field, and I understand there are a lot of people that went to Wazoo walking around everywhere that there is in this area, working, riding bikes, and hiking, and what else do people do around here?
Skiing.
Drinking coffee. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that this area is the melting pot for all that is cougar.
Right.
That's not the point.
I know.
It overlooks the home field, the university, Terry. And you're going to paint that space near the most recognizable landmark in cougar colors? It's an outrage!
Well, they'd probably claim that it's a state landmark.
Get rope and tear it down! It is not a state landmark. It was constructed for the World's Fair that was hosted in the city of Seattle, not in the state of Washington.
Well, I mean, you could...
Technically the state of Washington, but it was Seattle's time to host the World's Fair. They didn't just decide to put the World's Fair in this area because they loved the city of Pullman. They were attracted to the city of Seattle.
Right.
Well, obviously.
Back in the day.
Why you wouldn't be.
They still have World's Fairs.
Ashley, hello.
Great scones.
Hello?
Any chance for a scone? The hot shot's in.
World's Fair, I'm sure has.
And you wonder why he's all distraught over the canceling of the peanut butter smoothie.
So stupid.
Well, deep
they
fried
got rid of
Twinkies, too.
Peanut butter's not the
Something
worst
tells
thing.
me you could figure out how to deep fry a Twinkie on your own, Stephen. And something tells me you already have. Yes, Ashley, go ahead.
Hi. I was just calling to say I agree that it's an embarrassment for the Huskies, but they had their chance all throughout the competition every day to donate in order to avoid being embarrassed, and they didn't. The Cougs beat them almost every day.
Does this imply that the Cougars have more money, more disposable cash, Terry, that they do better post-college, that they have more funds to donate to these type of causes, Terry?
Oh, well, you never know.
No, I think it's rich
that's
people
what it
are
means.
stingier.
Maybe that,
The richer
and
the
a little bit
cheaper?
more.
I think it matters more to them.
Well, whoever set up this little promotion whereby the end result could be that the Space Needle would be painted in cougar colors is a buffoon. The fact that this was a potential result, the fact that this was on the docket as a potential result, that the Space Needle on the most pride-filled week that the Huskies have could be painted in cougar colors is outrageous.
Well, the Huskies have
outrageous!
Especially off of their first win. They should be feeling high. Everybody should be doling out the cash.
They probably already did, like when the hurricane hit 2 months ago. They probably already donated.
Let's look at the
Oh, there's a hurricane. That sucks. We should donate.
Forget the whole
but our flag can be on the
thing.
Space Needle. Now we'll donate.
Yeah, you shouldn't need this kind of inspiration to donate for a cause.
No,
If the cause is in your heart, you donate. The fact that some PR doofus in an empty suit, Terry, thought up this idea, and now the end result is that for the next 3 days, leading up to the Apple Cup, but the Space Needle is going to be painted in Cougar colors, is outrageous.
It won't matter after the game.
This is more impactful than the game itself. The people who go to school there right now have to look up at the Space Needle and see Cougar colors. It's embarrassing. It's a shame. Tina, hello. Tina. Oh, Tina. Is there a Tina there? No Tina. All right, let's go to Alicia. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, Alicia.
Hi.
Hello.
I had a comment about MySpace.
Okay, yeah, what about it?
What is it?
Well, the whole deal with MySpace is you read everybody's profile and you read their page, and so it's pretty obvious if you want to hang out with somebody or not. If you don't have the brains to figure out somebody's creepy, then you shouldn't.
Then you deserve to die.
Right.
Yeah.
14-year-olds should be able to
much.
pick up on that right away.
Yeah. 14, 15, 16.
Dial
yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like,
Somebody makes up stuff on their
So you don't feel sorry at all. Hey, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a little bit of sorrow for what happened here. But I'm not also saying, Terry, that this story is going to bring about any new feelings that you'd have towards these particular sites. There are a million sites like this. This one seems to be one of the most popular these days.
Right.
And there's a lot more going for MySpace than just the pedophile angle. But you have to be aware that anyone who has that kind of warped mindset is going to use this as their little playground. And you have to be on top of that as a parent to keep your child out of harm's way.
But again, there are some parents who think that, yeah, I mean, like this girl, 17 years of age, you would think that she's, you know.
She was a 17-year-old girl?
Yeah, that she's getting mature enough to.
17-year-old girls are ripe to be killed by weird guys, too, Terry. And they're more, perhaps, confident in going out and meeting people than the average 14-year-old. And as you're saying, as a parent, you let your guard down when your child turns 17.
Well, as they get older, 17, 18, because you figure, I mean, because they're going away to college or moving on with their life, and you're hoping that, you know, that the decisions that they're making are going to be a little bit more mature. So you kind of hope that they make better decisions. But
the parents are wrong.
Well, the thing is
Parents
that,
will laugh
again, the other thing is that this girl here is claiming that everybody's so honest on MySpace.
No, I'm not claiming
No,
that.
you just did. You said, oh, if you
But
can't
if
read
you're
when
talking
people...
to somebody, if you have any common sense at all, you should get a bad feeling from somebody. You shouldn't believe every little thing that somebody says, because then you're just a fool and you're going to get taken advantage of.
Have you ever gone out? Have you ever gone out and met anyone that you met on MySpace?
I did, actually. I met one person, and now we're engaged.
Oh, geez. And you were completely clear when you went out and met this guy, which obviously turned out to be pretty successful, that he was who he said he was. You were never doubting it. There was never a moment of hesitation. What was your mindset like when you were actually going through the process of driving towards the area that you guys made up to meet, or however it went down?
Well, he, emailed me first. We weren't, actually messaging each other. He just said he had moved to the area. He'd just gotten out of the military. He was looking to meet some people because he didn't have any friends. And I figured, hey, whatever, want to go to a party with me?
That's what I would write if I was a pedophile.
See, I mean, in common sense, some people would say that's not...
I love 9-year-olds.
Right.
What made you feel? What made you feel so confident that everything he was saying was true? I mean, maybe it turned out to be that way, but how did you know?
I just didn't really care.
All right, well, you're lucky you didn't get killed
He
then.
lived right by me, so I figured, hey, I'll go hang out with him for a
So
little bit. And
if he kills me, they'll find him.
Right.
All right. Well, all right. So you got lucky. There. Believe me, I'm sure a lot more success stories than there are sad stories like this one. But the fact that the sad stories exist, makes you feel as though you shouldn't be so gullible.
Right.
Now the chances are, when you meet someone, they're not going to be lying. But there still is that small percentage chance that they will be.
Right.
And this girl all she has to say as the end result is that she wasn't unlucky.
Yeah, can't kill me if they live close to me.
Right.
Oh, we're just hanging out.
I mean, you're hard-pressed to come across a site that says, I like to chainsaw people's limbs off.
Oh.
If you want to meet for coffee.
Right.
Although there
I'm
are
a really
one or,
nice guy,
there are
but-
one or two, though.
Yeah, there's a couple. And they get laid all the time.
Alyssa.
Yes,
Alicia.
Alyssa.
Yes. What can we do for you, love?
Well, I believe that the parents should look over their child's MySpace because I have two younger cousins that are 12 and 13.
Oh, you little whore.
And when they first got their MySpace, they were saying that they were 17, 18, and 19.
Right.
So,
and I believed him, too. It wasn't my fault.
See, that's the thing that kills me is that, I mean, at 12, 13, you're getting a MySpace? What?
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, come on.
Your children, your daughters who are...
Heck no.
How old are your daughters now?
9 and 10.
Oh, okay.
Even my 14-year-old, no MySpace.
Oh, geez.
It ain't happening. Parental controls. That's what they're there
Well, Terry,
for.
I'm all for parents looking, as long as my wife stays away from the computer. It doesn't look over my shoulder. Parents should be looking all they want. So, what are your cousins? What happened there? Anything turn out?
I kind of checked over it before just to check up on them, and they were saying that they were older than what they really
Gotta
are.
watch out for your cousins now. I got cousins; they can fend for themselves. As far as I'm concerned. Good luck, man.
Where is your aunt in this? Your aunt and uncle? I mean, their parents? Do they even know that they have a MySpace?
Yeah, they do, but they don't really check it.
Oh.
I mean, you're talking about the percentage of people that lie on MySpace?
Oh, geez.
How about like 99%? You're lying somewhere. Maybe not lying with dangerous intentions.
Right.
Maybe that's a very small percentage of people, thankfully, but not small enough.
Sure.
But the people that lie on MySpace just to make themselves seem more attractive, or no matter how attractive you may be, you still want to lie to make yourself that much more attractive.
Sure.
Stephen puts that he works out, for God's sake. Everybody does it.
Stephen, I feel really bad for that first woman when you finally decide, and that day will come, when he finally decides to meet out some woman at Jamba Juice, Terry. That woman who is expecting to meet a guy that works out regularly. I feel for her, Stephen.
I'm just going to kill her.
Wow.
So it'll be okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you. That's the only purpose of
If they don't get peanut butter back there, somebody may go down.
Stop the peanut.
Christina!
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm somewhat of a MySpace junkie, and I actually received a bulletin on this girl. And the interesting thing about it is MySpace continued to allow people to post comments after she went missing and after her body was found. And I believe it was a photographer who did this to her. So he was obviously a predator and very manipulative. So, I mean,
what's your point? That MySpace was inappropriate, allowing people to comment on it? Or what? I don't understand your point.
Oh, my point is MySpace didn't try to cover up what happened to make themselves look better.
Well, they really couldn't. I don't think there's, from their point of view, a way to cover this up. It's going to get out there, and they are, I think, handling it in the way you should. Hey, this happens. This is not our fault. And it's not their fault, Terry.
Not Tom's fault.
Not Tom's fault. He can still take pictures of himself in the mirror with pride.
It's a good one, too.
Think Tom's getting laid over this big time or what?
A couple times, I'm sure, yes.
Not the best looking guy in the world. You rooting for him or what?
Of course. Making it happen.
Yes.
And he's going to sell it for $500 million.
He's one of my two friends.
Is he?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, Kendall's
Not
the
taking
other.
Tom down, Terry.
No.
You guys should kick it.
Kendall
And
is
Tom.
my other friend.
Kendall and
And you and Steven.
Yeah, you have three friends.
Everyone else, I didn't accept.
No hot Carl Scott over here?
He hasn't sent me.
He doesn't accept people. Why would I send?
If you sent me
I can't
one,
take the rejection.
If you,
it's like the peanut butter missing.
If you sent me one, I would accept.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
I am your peanut butter smoothie, baby. And that's what I'd write to you in our first correspondence.
Oh, man. One of us will die, I'm
Kendall.
sure, after that.
Well, I was going to call in about something else, but this MySpace thing, I think it's okay because you can set for younger kids, because you can set your profile where no one can view it unless you accept them. And my younger brothers have MySpace, and I check it every day, and so do my parents. So,
do they
I don't
check
think
yours?
it's that bad, but it's kind of
no.
scaring me because I've been getting a lot of weird people emailing me.
Well, since you made your address or your location clear on these airwaves, I'm not surprised, Kendall. But you love every second of it.
Oh.
The more
I mean, it's
creepy, the
satisfying.
more you are titillated.
Wow.
Titillate away.
Mm-hmm. Not to say that she's dumb enough to meet out some of these weirdos, Terry.
No, a lot of them have been asking me, like, let's meet up when you come home for Thanksgiving. And
She's got a man
nice to be
already.
friends.
And the fact that you're only going to meet 4 or 5 is a good move.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, they live here. They're not going to kill her.
Yes, they're too close by.
Right. Just down the street.
Yes.
Kind of scary.
But not scary enough to stop you.
I guess not.
From opening up your
But
space.
Harry Potter comes out in 2 days.
All
I got
right.
my
Thank you,
tickets
Kendall.
yesterday.
Nice to talk to you.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, my God.
Everything else good?
Oh, I guess.
Everything at college working out? You need any money? Anything I can do for you or what?
Oh, you're handing out money?
No, I don't
God,
need
you're
any
handing out money, really?
Okay, goodbye then. She is, Terry.
Uh-uh.
She's going to join us here during the Thanksgiving week, which I guess is next week, right?
Yes.
What day do you come in, Kendall?
What?
What day do you come in next week?
Well, I come in Wednesday night.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, so we won't see her.
Yeah.
I won't see her.
Don't change it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't miss her that much?
Oh, yeah, I guess I do.
1-866-663 T-Man. Back in more call. The
T-Man. Power.
What I have in store for me, Terry, after some pancakes and sausage, baby. Yes. Is that sausage good this morning or what?
Pancakes? Where do you get that?
Steven's always feeling left out.
Got
When
the
you guys get food.
pancakes, the sausage, Terry. What a
Fine.
balanced breakfast. I'm ready to start my day.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Man, it tasted good. All right.
Milk and juice just to make it complete?
That's right. Nice balance meal. Mm-hmm. And back to the phones we go. Linda.
Hello.
Hello, Linda.
How are you?
I'm all right, Linda. Thanks for asking. I know you really are very much in need to know. I'm sorry. I'm still chewing on the leftover sausage. Go ahead, Linda.
No, I was just calling and commenting on the MySpace.
What about it, baby?
Well, you know, the kids are supposed to be 14 to even be on there, so they lie just to even get on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, my daughter, she had a MySpace.
Glad they do.
And I got on there and just, I mean, I said I was 14. I, you know, put in their area, their school, their everything.
She's dangerous, Terry. She's a dangerous woman.
Imagine how pissed off some 14-year-old boys when he meets her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
And the fact she's going out to the mall just to follow through and meet these 14-year-old boys, Terry.
A little scary.
Little scary.
Teach them a lesson.
Yes.
Well, they were really, really quick to respond and to be, you know.
I bet they were. And
They don't think anything of it.
You shouldn't be concerned at all that lady that just got 30 years, this is the way she started out, too. You shouldn't be worried.
Well, I did it for a good reason.
Of
and
course.
And then as I found out
Watchdog.
that they responded, I told her. I told her exactly what I did, and I said, now your site can be shut down.
What were the 14-year-old boys? What were the 14-year-old boys writing you?
No, not boys.
Oh.
Men.
No, I was on there talking to her and her girlfriends.
Oh, I see it. As her.
No,
she was pretending to be a boy.
I made somebody up.
Oh, you were pretending to be a 14-year-old boy?
You were your own watchdog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you pretending to be a 14-year-old boy or girl?
I was pretending to be a 14-year-old boy.
Ah. And how do you know what to write in the mind of a 14-year-old boy?
Come on. Is it that difficult to get into the mind of a 14-year-old boy?
It is, Terry. And this woman has no ability to do that. She's not convincing.
She did.
You had the girls convinced they were talking to a 14-year-old boy?
Yes.
What were you writing them?
Oh, you should see, if you ever get on MySpace, you'd see some of it. They have, like, surveys. Do this survey, you know. How far would you go with me? How would you, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
But were you emailing them back and forth or no, these girls?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you emailing these girls back and forth or no?
No, yeah, you post. You post on their MySpace, and then they
all right.
come, and then they answer
and
you.
they
back.
reply.
I'm already emailing type back and forth.
So would you go all the way?
So how far will you go? Since we're on the subject.
Well, with my husband.
Too bad he doesn't want it.
How hot, yes.
When
That's
you,
probably who she met online.
The only guy that's not interested.
Right.
When you shut down your daughter's MySpace, was she
She got cut
upset?
off, too.
Oh. Okay.
This woman shut down her daughter's MySpace?
Yes, she
Is that what you
did.
said?
Mm-hmm.
I should listen
She
to that.
said once she found out all the conversation that was going on, she said, "You're done."
Yeah, I accidentally cut her off. I was getting bored.
Oh. Okay.
So maybe it wasn't an accident. Anyhow.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
Right. Vinny the Pooh is in the green room, Terry.
Okay.
There are, to my knowledge, 2 people waiting to try to get on those sacred scrolls to be in line for a $5,000 gift card this holiday season, Terrence.
Very good.
A lot of people trying to get in, trying to get through the door, Terry, in that green room where these 2 sit right now so they can be in line for a gift card that can be redeemed. It's Out Center, Tacoma Mall, everybody, on the road, Northgate, Main Street, Diamond Dollar, Bay.
Nice.
Vinny.
Yeah.
We're like Boyz II Men with our harmony, huh?
Do you want to tell me what's going on out there? Do you want to give me a little update?
Quiet atmosphere. I mean, you got the guy with his fiance down here. And
a guy who is attempting to make it on the Sacred Scrolls on the male side. He's not here supporting his fiance. This fiance supporting him?
The fiance is supporting him.
I don't like the support groups that congregate outside, Terry. Why did the guy need to bring his fiance? You know what? I've mentioned of this a number of times, Terry. Anyone who brings support should be immediately sent back to the door, never to be seen again.
You have mentioned that.
Needed to bring support this morning. Oh, she was a fan, so why not?
She'll never make it in. And who else is out there?
And what's your name again? Tia.
Tia's not the fiance. This is someone
different. The married
different.
one with a tribe of children.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Married with a tribe, Terry.
Wow.
It's a small tribe.
How old is Tia?
Not a Terry tribe.
27.
27 with a tribe?
27.
How many kids does it makes up a tribe?
Well, there's 3.
3 kids.
I guess 3's not really a tribe.
Sorry,
when you break the 4 and 5
do I have the time to deal with Tia and the engaged guy?
That would be up to you.
That would be up to you.
Is Tia hot?
No.
Oh, jeez. All right, here's what's going to happen.
That's nice, Vinny.
Is the dude who's getting married to the girl outside, is he a good-looking guy? Is she good-looking?
Yeah, I would say so.
He's a good-looking guy. He does more for you than she does. All right, anyway. How's the fiance? Any good or no? So he's lowering himself on a physical scale to marry her, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
So he's the best-looking one in that room.
He's the best-looking one. As far as looks go, he's better looking for a man than they are both for women, is what you're saying.
I would say equal to the fiance, if not better.
So he's equal to the... So that tells me that he's a little bit better, Terry.
Right.
All right. Here's what's going to happen. Real quick.
You're 6 foot? Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
With heels? God.
Here's what's going to happen. Who the fiance is?
I'm just saying she's got him on, though. Right. I'm sorry, T. Go ahead.
Anyway, we'll make this real quick.
Okay.
Either they get themselves on the scroll or they decline this option. There's not going to be a second option. You can make that very clear to them. The married guy or the guy who's getting married. When is he getting married?
August, 12th.
Okay. And he's got a long way to go.
Yes.
A lot of things could happen. He could meet 1 million people on MySpace. But the engaged guy has to come in the studio without saying a word and play Sex Over Glass with the married woman, and I'll put them both in.
Wow.
Ooh. Otherwise,
okay.
Nice to have them here. I'm glad they made a stop down.
Would you like me to relay?
Here's a bumper sticker on the way out.
Oh, and don't forget the pen.
Thanks for your time.
Would you like me to relay the message?
I would love it.
Okay. There's one option and one option only. If you guys don't take this option, you guys might as well pick your crap up and leave.
So nice.
Okay, you guys ready?
And they got to be into it, too. I got to feel the love.
The married man.
Well, he's not married, but yes.
Oh, the fiance. What would you say? The engaged man.
There you go.
I don't think Vinny can pronounce fiance.
Woman.
Say the word fiance.
What?
Never mind.
Fiance. Okay. The engaged man and the married woman have to go in the studio and play Sex Over Glass.
Not just play it, but play it in the most loving way that it's ever been played in the history of Sex Over Glass.
Not half-assed.
Not half-assed.
Full-assed.
Full-assed. Full bare-assed.
What?
What is their initial reaction to this? We don't care either way. I don't need some cheap thrill this morning. I have my sausage links.
The guy is really he's really whatever face, and the girl and the wife and what are you? Oh, she's the married one. she's kind of like sighing, and she said that's the only thing her husband told her not to do.
Oh, geez.
Oh, well,
Well, that's why we're going to do it.
You're
Yeah.
in a pickle now, aren't you?
Ideal.
She's in a pickle in more ways than one, Terry.
yeah.
Well, she's either going to respect her husband's wishes and not play sex over glass, as he asked her not to do as she was leaving the front door this morning.
T?
Yes.
T, we have a little twist here.
Oh, jeez. I love a little twist.
Oh, do ya?
Yes.
Her husband is his wife's, is your wife's massage therapist.
Did they know that when they were coming down this morning?
Did you know that when you came in down this morning?
What?
What? I guess you know her.
Oh, I know her?
Yeah.
Oh, she's my wife's massage therapist?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that immediately eliminates her from the competition, Terry.
They can't.
Oh, too close.
Too close for comfort.
Can't.
And my wife has just recently changed massage therapist. So is it the new one or the old one?
Is it the new one or the old one?
Oh, I guess he didn't know. Well, that's a nice
When
way
was
to
the
break
last
it to
time
him.
my wife has been massaged by her husband?
What was that?
I don't like this, by the way, Terry.
Your wife gets massaged by a man?
Yeah, what do you think? She gets massaged by a woman? She's all about boys, Terry.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make her gay.
So what do you want to do? You want
Of course it does.
I was just
I don't get massaged by a man.
You want to run with the first idea? Are you?
All right. Anyway, do they want to do this or not? I'm more than happy with them saying no.
Oh, they'll show you.
Good answer.
Great answer. Vinny the Pooh is learning very fast, Terry.
He is.
He has all the right responses.
Right.
And when he first came down here first day, he had no idea.
Right. Stumbled through it.
Oh, they'll show you. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll show
They're
you.
both out here trying to figure out what sex over glass
All right.
really
Well,
is.
either they want to play or they don't. And let them know.
either yes
Let
or
them
no.
know this.
Not willing to play.
Let them know this.
The man's down, and the wife, you are. You'll find out what it is. We gotta go.
But let them know this. It has to be the most loving game of sex over glass ever, or else it doesn't count.
The most loving game of sex over glass ever, or it doesn't count. I'm talking eye contact,
There's no
sweating, noises, whatever it is.
Yes.
Sweating.
Sweating.
Let
really?
them know that technically there's no physicality as far as touching one another's body. But when you're pressed up against that small sheet of glass, Terry,
Oh, I know.
That's never been washed.
in your nakedness
Okay.
that has never been washed, you might as well be just slamming each other, Terry.
Yeah, dirty,
And you're totally cool with this? Yo, the fiance's cool with this.
Mm-hmm. Does she know her fiance is about to get naked and press himself up against a woman's body with just a mere sheet of glass? It's basically like having sex. Because, Terry, when you have sex with a condom,
Right.
all that's between you is a piece of latex.
Sure.
Well, this is the same thing. All that's between you is the contraception that is a sheet of glass.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go in there and talk to you. I'm trying to tell them. There's no talk.
That
It's
is
not a
nothing.
negotiation.
You know
No
what?
negotiation.
Obviously, they're ready to leave, and I thank them for their time. All right? They can think about this.
Obviously, you guys are ready.
They have to make a decision.
Yeah.
That's that.
I hear you.
What do I have all day, Terry?
No.
I got sausage links to eat.
You do.
All right?
The T-Man.
Text pages, Terry.
Oh, goody, goody.
I have text pages here.
Can't wait to hear
I'd
some.
roll in at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373. Let's see what we have here. Somebody writes, when is Vinny the Pooh going to go through puberty? Okay, somebody else writes, T-Man, are you aware that some of the Husky players are going to go up to that Space Needle and paint it?
Wow.
Us Cougs have now officially made the Huskies our bitch, and we love it. See? Is that what you're ready for? That's what you've set yourself up for.
Not me.
Husky fans. You got the Cougars saying you are officially their bitch.
Yeah, they say that every year.
Mm-hmm. This one, they actually have a right. Painting the Space Needle in Cougar colors.
It felt good when I threw a bottle at a Wazoo guy's face on their field. That was a good moment.
Didn't know the players were painting it.
I had sex with a ginger kid last night, somebody writes. T-Man, I completely agree with you, but after the Dogs win, we're going to go, and instead of tearing down the goalpost, we're going to tear down the Space Needle.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Somebody else writes, anytime I see someone with Coug, anytime I see a Coug with WSU plates, they meet my can of purple spray paint.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice seeing those plates on those old Pintos and stuff like that.
I just. Let's see, what else we have here? We should paint this Space Needle in Seahawk colors. That'd be a nice
that's
agreement,
probably
Terry.
Yeah, it would Could be.
Middle ground.
Might gonna happen. Cougs are the and the gay-ass Huskies can lick my ass. All right.
Oh!
Let's see what else there. Good
morning.
Huskies are now officially pussies, letting us paint their Space Needle. See, it's their Space... That's what it should be. Seattle Space Needle.
Right.
And now you're going to have people at Wazoo with big pictures in their dorm rooms of a painted Space Needle in cougar colors. Yeah. That's what you're going to have at Wazoo.
I know.
You think it's some small deal? I'm not letting the Space Needle get molested, T-Man. I'm going over there right now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Do what you got to do. Husky should paint cougar property in purple and gold in covert op style to get even.
Yeah, they don't really have any property. If they did, we'd paint it.
Paint a cow or what?
Yeah.
It's not like it's on the campus, so...
I'm a Husky fan, and I'm very embarrassed. It'll all be good when the Huskies kick the Cougars' ass in the game. Will it? Will it now?
No.
To me, this is a bigger victory. Having the Space Needle succumb to Cougar colors.
Now, if it was painted Oregon colors, then there'd be trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Then I would have a problem.
I'm sure. Right. What else we have here? Dogs come first. That's stupid. UF and A-hole.
Wow.
Lay off the dogs.
What was...
You live in the area now. You should care about the football team. Well, what can I tell you?
You weren't a fan in the 10-1 year or the 11-1 year?
No.
You weren't?
No.
Okay.
You ever remember me being a fan of Husky football?
Well, I would have thought that you would have been.
I outwardly cheer, and I'm a big fan of Husky basketball. A big fan of the Renzo
Not 5 years
Romo.
ago, I bet.
I was a fan, yes, back when they had, what's his name, he used to come on the show a lot. Donald Watts.
Oh, yeah.
So that was more than 5 years ago. I was a fan. I was rooting hard. I remember I was crushed when that last-second shot by Dickie Hamilton of the Yukon Huskies kept the Huskies out of the Elite Eight, if you remember, Stephen, which was going back to like 99 or something like that.
Or something, yeah.
What was it? 97, I think that happened. No, not 98. Patrick.
That might have been like 98, 97, yeah. 97.
It was 97.
98. It was 98. Trust me, it's 98.
Okay.
No, I remember Donald sitting in the studio.
I was crushed.
You ever heard me invite a Husky football player down here? I have nothing against him, Terry.
Right.
I might run up against him a tad. I don't have that born Husky pride. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that. But I'm a fan of the basketball team. I go to games. I root. I cheer.
Root, cheer, cheer.
And if that Space Needle was painted as a result of a Husky basketball situation, I wouldn't like it, Terry. But this is even a longer-standing, bigger-time rivalry, and you're sitting around letting the Space Needle be painted in cougar colors? Because some yokel decided to make some stupid PR gesture that had the end result be that the Space Needle could potentially be painted in cougar colors? You're going to tell me that works? That works for you?
All the Huskies have bowed down to the Cougars.
Oh, jeez. See, you have every right to say that, Terry.
They have.
You have every right. And every right the texters have to,
it just proves
to say that the Huskies are now officially their bitch.
It just proves that it's more important to them, though.
Well, that's
anything but football.
That's the comment.
Yeah, anything but the football game or anything about...
That seems like a typical comment of someone who's just sitting around letting it happen to them. What else do you have to say? Vanny the Pope?
Yeah.
What do we got as far as the decision on our people waiting in the green room?
You guys still apt to doing this? They're looking good. Oh, girl's trying to hide behind her corner.
All right, now make sure they know what's in store here. I don't want them to come in here and say, I didn't know that part of it. I'm not doing that. All right? Explain to them. Ask them if they need sex over glass. Explain in explicit detail.
Do you need a sex over glass complete explanation? Yes. Can I take this one?
Oh.
If I may, I feel like I've been in the studio long enough.
Oh, well, I've
seen the goings on.
Wow.
This is a pride-filled moment for myself there, Terry.
I think
we've taken him under our wing, and he fully has the full scope of sex over glass, and I'm very proud of that. Yes, Vinny the Pooh, I would love to hear your explanation of sex over glass.
It's actually when you two fine young people go into the studio. My gentleman friend here, bear down to his skivvies.
Yes, we never have men get beyond their underwear, Terry.
Because we really don't want your Johnson flopping around.
We don't want to see any man's hairy ass.
Yeah, Major
Terry.
Johnson flopping around.
We know what it does to you, Terry. It's embarrassing.
And our lady friend down to your socks.
Nothing but the socks on?
If she's wearing a thong, she can keep
If
that
you're
on.
wearing
But
a
any
thong,
kind
you
of,
can keep
if she's wearing any kind of big underwear, it goes.
Any grandma Sunday morning's best, Sunday afternoon's best. I'm sorry, you can have to take those off.
That's right. The bare essentials she's got to be down
The
to.
bare essentials.
And then what happens, Vinny the Pooh?
So you go into the studio, obviously on each side of the glass, and you guys are down to nothing.
Terry, how thin is that glass, by the way? It's
thin.
like the width of a latex condom.
You can feel each other's body heat.
It's a little bit safer sex than it would be with a
Sex,
condom,
of
but
course.
not that much more, yes. Some can seep through.
And in the most intimate of fashions, you line your parts up accordingly.
Their corresponding body parts. That's right, Vinny the Pooh. That is correct. They line up their corresponding body parts.
You line
Terry.
up your corresponding body parts.
And then they, what, Vinny the Pooh?
You make the most intimate of love.
They simulate sex through that glass.
You simulate sex through that glass.
We have to feel mentally like, Terry, that they're actually having intercourse.
We need
over
to be able
glass.
We need to be able to feel the fact that you guys are actually having sex over glass. They're trying to. They're actually hyping each other up.
Love must be made.
Love must be made, and the fiance is all for
American
it.
style.
Fireworks shooting off everywhere.
What's that now?
The married woman that seems a little stunned right now. When the man is all for it.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, is the married woman bailing on us? Because that is absolutely no problem here.
Are you bailing on us? Which is absolutely no problem here. They're kind of huddling.
In the meanwhile, I got Mary Jo yada yada Pietro.
something.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Pietro Monaco.
the one whose bill I pulled about an hour and a half ago, Terry.
Well, she had till the end of the show.
Oh, that's right.
Bonus hours.
You gave her 90
Hey, Mary Jo Buttafuoco.
bonus money.
Mary Jo,
Hello.
how are you?
Wow.
I'm fine.
What do you got, baby?
Well, I understand you called my name.
Yes, you want us to pay your insurance bill?
Oh, I would love it.
All right, we'll do that for you.
Wow, congratulations.
It was a pimp. You sure this is the woman? Yeah, it's this. Why would this woman fake? I'm sure she has enough faking in her life. All right.
Wow.
It's
at that age.
It's a Pemco insurance bill, yes?
Yes, it is.
We're going to pay it for you, baby.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
Does that make you feel good?
It makes me feel great.
How good? How great?
How great. It makes me feel really great.
You're a regular
I
listener.
can drive my car for another month.
Taking a crap while she's talking to us, too, it sounds like.
You're a regular listener to the show, are you?
Every morning
Is that
and every
right?
afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, we're not on in the afternoon.
Who's on in the afternoon?
Well, Shelley Hart does the player at lunchtime, and
Player
then
at lunch.
Roberts, I think, is on in the afternoon evening.
Roberts.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, give Roberts our love.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts, yes.
Roberts.
Hang on the
Julia's
line.
brother.
Julia's brother, wow. What did you
Much
get
better name.
hired
You should go with
on?
that. Hey, it's Eric Roberts.
Back to Vinny the Pooh. Congratulate her for us. Very lovely lady.
Yeah.
Man, you got a lot of middle-aged women sending in their bills, Terry.
I see.
This hopper must be loaded with them.
Oh, you can smell the perfume from here.
Because every day they get older and older.
Yeah.
I've been insuring my respirator for in case anybody steals it.
Vinny the Pooh, I need a final decision from the married woman out there. The married woman with 3 children. Happily married?
No, you can't see the glass. It's thin.
What does she need to see the glass for?
Have you ever seen glass before?
What is she going to get out of seeing
There
the
you go.
glass?
There you go. Just like
Tell her it's nasty and move on. She's not going to see the glass.
if you're going.
Is she
like a
happily
yes or
married?
no. It's like a right or left.
Is she happily married or eh?
Are you happily married or eh?
Oh.
She seems to think so.
She seems to think so.
Wow. All right, don't mention anything about the donkey in the studio. But bring...
She says it's more of a self-conscious reason.
What, seeing
That's
the
okay.
glass?
We won't judge.
Oh, no. Not
Yes.
to judge
We're
a
not
woman's
judgmental
body
here.
at all.
We only sniff the glass for a week after it's done.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, you go more than that?
Yeah, I go a little longer.
Anyhow, is she going to play sex over glass, or is she going to take a sex over glass pass?
Are you going to play sex over glass, or are you going to take a sex over glass pass? Right now, yes or no?
Yeah, right now. There's no thinking time left.
I have to go do the mail, like 13 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
It's okay.
So tell her she has to decide right now. She has 10 seconds to decide. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. 9 of them. 8 of them.
Maybe she can convince Sue to do it.
How many of them seconds do I have left there, Winnie the Pooh?
7, 6, 5.
Oh, jeez.
4.
Just keep counting. Yep.
Yes, we got to okay.
Wow!
Saved by the buzzer.
Now, I'll tell you this.
What's
if
that?
they come in here and they bail after they just both said they're going to play sex over glass,
Yes.
they get beaten to the pulp.
Okay.
If you
To the
guys
death.
go in there and both bail, whoever bails, you guys will get beaten.
Mm-hmm.
Stoned.
Oh,
Burned
yes.
at the stake.
Okay, now,
Wow.
Bagsy,
Tied to the railroad
Speaking of
tracks.
stone,
I don't want to waste any time. Have them disrobe right outside the studio here. Bring them to the door.
Okay. I'll be there in a second.
Relieve Winnie the Pooh, yes.
Okay.
So when they come in, they have to be in full naked gear.
Oh, full naked gear.
That's right, Terry.
Wow.
Sex over glass, engaged man, married woman, met outside the green room, and they're going to make the most intimate of glass-filled love, Terry.
Oh, can't
Why is
wait.
Pacey helping the guy with his shirt off?
Whoa.
Here, let me help you, dude. Put your arms up.
Stop.
Don't worry, I'm a natural at this. Terry,
So wrong.
2 fine members of our listening audience about to immediately be placed on the sacred scrolls as soon as they make sex over glass love.
Ooh.
That is the proper reaction, Terry.
Okay.
And that is the same reaction you get when you find out you're a finalist in line to perhaps win, he said, stalling for time, a gift card at one of the following locations. Stop there to come upon everyone on the wood, North Gate, Macy's, Amazon, Red Bay. Taking off the clothes?
I think so.
Really?
Well, you asked and they complied.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? She's not doing it now.
Oh.
I knew it. She was going
See
to
you
come.
later.
She was going to come in the studio, look around.
Right.
Ooh, this is what happens in here. Ooh, T-Man, you look so weird.
Ooh, gotta go.
See, I knew that there. I sniffed it out, baby.
Wow. What have you been doing
When
on
it
the
comes
breaks?
down to taking off her clothes, she can't do it.
So you just escorting
Get her
her
back to the green room and call us, Pasty.
Oh, jeez.
Enough dealing with child's play, Winnie the Pooh. They have to now deal with you.
Oh. He's gonna
She
manhandle.
looked in when he opened the door. Lock that door.
Okay.
She snuck a peek in, Terry.
Damn her. Winch.
Oh, jeez.
Terry.
Terry, I'm getting emotional over this. Pooh.
This is the pasty one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Pasty.
Yeah.
Pasty Pooh.
Oh, man.
Why did she change her mind, if I might ask?
Yeah, why did you change your mind? You were ready to go in here, and you weren't ready to go, and we got to the door. What happened? What happened?
What?
We wanted her to get naked in the hallway.
There's nobody in the... Was there anyone in the hallway?
No, there was absolutely nobody in the hallway.
So what's the problem?
What's the problem if there wasn't anybody in the hallway?
Tell her she can get naked in the hallway. She can get redressed in the studio. I just don't want her to come in here and then bail on us.
You can get naked in the hallway and actually get redressed back in the studio so you can have a little privacy.
Yeah, there's so much privacy with all of us looking at her.
I'll put my highlighter in front of you.
Yeah. Come on. What difference?
Is she going to play or not?
No, she is not going to play.
Okay.
Why did she change her mind?
Why did you change your mind exactly?
Put her on the phone.
You know what it is?
Put her on
It's
the
the
phone.
typical,
Here
I
she is.
really didn't think you guys were serious.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to do
I
it.
really didn't think that you did this kind of stuff.
After all these years, people don't think we're
know.
serious, Terry.
It
After all these
amazes
years,
me.
people think that it's like theater of the mind.
Right. Oh,
No,
you just play,
we want to
don't you?
see you get naked and play sex over glass. Tia, why did you say, when Winnie the Pooh asked you, you said just a few seconds ago you were going to play sex over glass and now you're not? What changed your mind?
I was just feeling bad because I feel bad that Dustin's scroll chances are dependent on me.
They are dependent on you. And Dustin will not make the scroll if you don't play sex over glass with him in the most intimate of ways.
No scroll.
No scroll for Dustin. You're going to have to take that to your grave. That Dustin could have won a $5,000 gift card, but he had no chance at it because you wouldn't play sex over glass with him. You wouldn't put in the effort.
Selfish.
I just don't think you have to play sex over glass naked.
Well, how do you play it then?
You want to play fully clothed sex over glass?
Our game. Yeah, it's our game,
Yeah,
our
this is,
rules.
you play sex over glass at home your way.
Right.
We'll play sex over glass here our way. How about that?
Probably plays Yahtzee without dice.
Tia,
Come on, please, at least just give Dustin a chance.
what do you care about Dustin? You just met the guy.
Because I usually, you know, when I do stuff, it's just for or against me. I don't like having other people count on me
Well-
because I don't like letting people down.
Unfortunately, Dustin and his fiancée have it all riding on you.
Yep.
and you have this, so you could care less whether you're on the scrolls now or not.
No, not yet. Not when it's naked.
Well, do you have a thong on?
No, I have regular underwear on.
Oh,
see,
should we let her
regular underwear.
Should we let her keep her regular underwear on, Terry? You're shaking your head no. Terry's being a stickler.
Because
Can't
the
change the
thing
rules.
is, yeah, exactly.
Would you play if we let you?
That's when you start getting soft.
Would you play if we let you keep your underwear on?
No, I gotta keep my pants on, T. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
see, exactly.
See? Because then she starts asking for everything, and the next thing you know, she's
that
totally.
crap.
Yeah.
Do you have other sweaters and coats I can put on, too?
Yeah. Can I borrow
You know
this
what,
coat
add
over
clothes.
here? Oh, wait. Yeah.
Forget that crap.
Right.
Why'd you even come down?
Because I wanted to be on the scroll.
Well, you're not gonna be.
Oh.
Get that, unless you change your mind real quick.
It's not dry hump over glass, people, okay?
Did you think that you'd just come down, have a nice sit down with us, and chit-chat about how the day's going?
Oh. Yeah, we're done with that. Those days are over.
God, long ago.
All right? Now, what's it going to be, Tia? We'll let you keep your granny panties on. My wife used to get naked for your husband when she got massages, apparently.
Apparently so.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's how they do, is it, Terry?
So it's only fair trade that she gets
right.
naked for you.
Man.
You'll massage her.
Okay.
She had sheets.
Huh?
I said she had sheets.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll let you put a morning show sheet over yourself. You get completely naked, we'll let you put a sheet over yourself when you play Sex Over Glass.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
I keep the sheet on.
We have a sheet?
No.
You can't wrap the sheet around you, though.
Yeah,
You just...
We'll pull it off, don't worry. This is not a massage.
we have a bag.
This is not a reputable massage place, Terry.
Right.
Yeah, what about the
You know what?
potato sack or whatever it was?
I'm fine. I'm done negotiating with Tia. That's that. She can move on with her life.
I think she thinks that if she continues to negotiate with you, you'll
it's
just
over.
break down.
It's
and go,
over.
Okay.
Dustin's out. Tia's out.
Good deal.
Goodbye,
I agree.
Tia.
Have a great day.
Goodbye.
It's a good thing she goes to a new massage therapist.
Yes.
Good thing my wife goes to a new massage therapist. That's all I
that
gotta
hurt.
say. Goodbye. He said last chance to change your mind. Goodbye.
So long.
Mm-hmm. That's that.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't take the option.
Oh, well.
There it is.
Tia in carpets.
I guess it's gonna be me and you Sex Over Glass again today, Terry.
Oh,
yeah.
The T-Man.
Hey, what's up?
Well, they would have taken their advice back in the day, Terry. You see, I got the living part down. It was the learning that I kind of messed up on. You know what I'm saying?
Tough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Couple of final text pages we need to address here. What do we have here? Somebody writes, tell Terry to shut her legs and close her meat drapes. Oh, geez. What do we have else? Every time I see a Cougar's car, it's on a... Or Cougar's plates, it's on a crappy car. Husky plates be up on Benzitos and BMWs. Okay, everyone's getting all fired up now. Mm-hmm. Somebody else in 906 and 3 seconds writes, whatever team Steven wants to win, I want the opposite. Huh?
Pretty much in life, though, right?
Go Cougs.
Stupid.
9:05 and 16 seconds. Cougs can go back to Hicksville and finish cow tipping. 9:05 and 13 seconds. I'll climb to the top of the Space Needle and wipe my ass to be on your sacred scroll, T-Man.
Wow. Take on that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it.
9:04 and 25 seconds. Now you've gotten me so fired up over this T-Man. When I see a Coug wearing Coug clothes this weekend, I'm going to shoot them with purple paint.
Nice.
T-Man's not responsible for these big hitters.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have
Disclosure
here.
in.
9:03 and 47 seconds. T-Man, you told me no last week. Please give me another chance. You won't regret it. Signed, Shauna.
What do you think that's about?
What did you tell her no about?
I don't know, but if I won't regret it, Terry, I got to change my mind.
Oh. Yes. Well, it sounds like you regretted the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it wasn't good enough.
Jamba, Jews.
9:02 and 51 seconds. T-Man, I hate how rude you are to Kendall.
Oh.
Terry, was I rude to Kendall? What did I say?
I don't know.
Man.
Maybe when she started talking about Harry Potter, you just kind of shut her down.
You did cut her off.
I don't need to hear about Harry Potter.
I'm with you.
Man, women are so damn fragile. Was this a woman writing this text page or a man?
I don't know. Call him back.
What do you bet?
I'm going to say woman.
I'm going to say man who wants to get in her pants.
Oh, good angle.
Maybe it was from you, Steven? Let's see.
All of a sudden your phone starts ringing up there.
I don't bring it in here anymore.
Just want to hear the voice and move on with the day.
Okay.
There's pasties outside telling me there's some development in the green room, Terry, believe it or not.
Wait till you hear it, dude.
Hello.
Woman.
A woman.
Sounds like a woman.
You're a woman, huh?
Hello.
Yeah, why are you so upset that I'm rude to Kendall? What is it to you?
Oh, because Kendall's my cousin.
I didn't think any woman out. Whatever. Pasty.
Yes, sir.
What's the latest developments?
Well, there are new developments.
Green room.
Yes, I am here in the green room.
First of all, Tia was told to be escorted to the door. I hope you follow through with that.
She is driving home now as we speak, yes. Tia's gone.
Not that I have any problem with her, Terry. She refused to meet our demands. That's fine with us.
Sure.
Move on with your day.
Bye-bye.
Move on with your day. Now, if Dustin's still hanging around, that at least I'll tolerate. Is that what's going on?
He's still hanging around, and he's pretty upset that he didn't have a chance to come in and get on the scroll, and he's hoping that you'll reconsider that in some way.
No, I won't reconsider, but if he wants to meet and greet after the show, we can make that happen.
Oh, meet and greet.
Well,
yes.
he actually threw out a suggestion there. He was wondering if it would be possible to come in and do Sex Over Glass solo by himself.
Oh, my goodness. Sex Over Glass by himself?
How do you play that?
In the history of Sex Over Glass, Terry, we've never had self-gratifying Sex Over Glass.
No, we have not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, play the home version when you get home every day.
And if we were going to have self-gratifying Sex Over Glass, if we were going to have Sex Over Glass solo style, it wouldn't be, in my estimation, a guy doing it.
Okay, yeah.
But it's an interesting suggestion. He's so fired up as far as getting on the scrolls and feeling so screwed over by Tia, Terry, that he wants to play by himself. There is another possibility. I have a woman on one of these phone lines who claims she's one of Tia's friends.
Okay.
Listening to how pathetic Tia was this morning.
Right.
Feeling so bad for Tia and Dustin outside.
Okay.
That she's willing to come down and volunteer to play Sex Over Glass with Dustin tomorrow.
Oh, and then she gets placed on the scroll?
No, if she wants to help out her friend who just fell on her face, and if it gets I think what I'm being told, if it gets Tia and Dustin on the Sacred Scroll, she'll do that, take one for the team for her friend.
Wow.
I think that's the way it is. I'm not sure. Let me see if she's still hanging on. Is this you?
Yes.
And what are you saying now?
Okay. I've been best friends with Tia forever.
Oh,
she loves it when she gets to come on the T-Man show.
Oh, jeez.
And I would be willing to get naked, come down there naked, whatever, and do Sex Over Glass with Dustin if Tia and Dustin get on the scrolls.
So what is Tia's problem? She got a problem with her body? Is she self-conscious? What's her deal? She's been on this show before?
She has been.
Mm-hmm.
And she won some wrestling thing that her and her husband are very excited
sweet.
about.
Very good. Okay,
Yeah.
now
Well, then she's already won.
your body, you're not self-conscious at all. You love your body, don't you?
Body?
Sure.
I love your body too. I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, well, I bet you will.
Oh.
What's in it for her, though?
Yeah, what's in it for you? Anything?
Pardon?
Well, they want to know what's in it for you.
She gets uncomfortable leers from us. It's perfect.
Yes. Salvaging.
No, just, I feel bad for Dustin, and I can tell Tia felt really, really bad.
Yes.
And Tia, I've known Tia since I was 4.
Yes.
So you just throw around your nakedness anywhere you want?
Pardon?
Oh, yes, she does.
Oh, throw it here.
Okay.
Oh, what a horrible
All right,
thing to
hang on.
What's that?
Pasty.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Terry? Do you want to see the self-gratifying Sex Over Glass? Do you want to wait till tomorrow? Dustin has to come back down. This girl salvages her friend's good name. What are we doing here, Terrence?
Well,
you be the deciding factor.
I really think it would
How
be...
about this? Dustin, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I think it would be really interesting to see Dustin do the whole self-gratifying thing.
You want to see that?
Yes.
Oh.
Did
you by chance see Dustin outside, Terry?
Yes, I did. He's a nice-looking cat.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, well-built.
Is his fiance still out there, Pasty?
Yes, she is.
She didn't bail on him, call it off, did she?
No, she's still here.
The only way Dustin plays Sex Over Glass by himself is if Tia, or no, what's his fiance's name?
What was your fiance's name again? Taylor.
Taylor.
Wow.
Better. Is if Taylor sits here in the studio self-gratifying herself with a water bottle.
Wow.
She's got to play with herself with a water bottle, and Hotshot has to smell it and lick it. And get a tongue yeast infection. And because all women have yeast infections too.
Is that it?
That's right.
Okay.
In the 2 minutes we have.
Wow.
What do you say? Is that agreed?
Women.
Taylor?
Oh, geez.
Oh, explain that.
Yeah. It's going to take 2 minutes.
We have a water bottle in there that while...
Tell it's your water bottle, so she'll feel more turned on.
Okay, I personally have a water bottle that...
See how his voice deepens?
While Dustin is doing self-gratification over glass,
That's the name of the new game.
Maybe you could be doing something with that water
No, it's not.
bottle.
It's not really self-gratification over glass because he's got to play sex over glass by himself, which means he presses himself up against one side of the glass, and then he swings open the glass door and presses himself up on the other side, like he never left the other side. You see what I'm saying, Terry?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So it is kind of self-grat. Oh, never mind.
I wish we had a mirror.
Glass,
Yes.
taking care of yourself.
Right, he's basically having sex over glass with himself.
He is clear on
and he jumps back and forth to both sides while his fiancée plays with herself with a water bottle.
And then you are going to have to be enjoying yourself.
Oh, jeez.
He's having a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Playing
When
with
in doubt, leave it out.
water bottle.
Pacey's smoking.
Leave it out.
Right.
Hey, traffic
Good time
department,
for that.
Oh, yeah, I see you took that quiz.
What's that now?
Traffic department just
Hey,
walked
they
in.
got me in too deep here, Terry. What's that?
The traffic department just walked in at the perfect timing as I'm explaining the story.
Okay, well, they need to know, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're next. Well, they could be on the thing. Come on in, too.
Yeah, they can be on the
So
secret.
what's the story? Are we good or not?
What's the story here, fellas?
Or they have the option of waiting till tomorrow to Tia's friends.
There's only one guy out
He
there.
can dream, Terry.
Okay, so
We're ready to go out here.
Wait, what about, let him know the option about Tia's friend.
The option with Tia's friend, I actually did tell them about that when Tia's friend was on the line.
Would they rather wait till tomorrow, or they want to do this now?
Well, Dustin made it clear that he wouldn't really want to do anything that would forward Tia in getting into the contest.
Good for him.
He hates Tia, Terry.
Good for him.
See ya, Tia.
Mm-hmm. What if it gets Tia's friend in, but not Tia? Would he do it then?
Oh, what if it gets Tia's friend in that would come down tomorrow, but not Tia? Unless she wants to bring me 120 questions to compensate for words.
Right. So here's what we missed work. He wants to do this now.
Right.
There you go.
All right, we got to do it real quick.
Okay.
Pick him up. Get it. Strip his clothes off quick, Pasty. There's only you can do it.
We're coming in.
Okay, here he comes.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
His shirt's probably Pacey took his shirt off last time. It was probably still off. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why is Pacey's shirt off?
You guys are so wrong. He's getting ready to go to Hawaii, and this is what he has to deal with.
Set up a chair for the fiance. He is a big dude, Terry.
He is.
You like big dudes, don't you?
Oh, big dude.
Well
Yes. Yeah, big white guy, man. Yes.
Whoa.
Not real white, but-
Big guy with a deep voice.
Here's the glass.
Oh, what a smiley, pretty fiance, Terry.
very pretty.
Oh, this is working out well.
Yes.
First time ever, ladies and gentlemen. It is self-inflicted sex over glass. Whenever he's ready. Yeah, time is short. Make it
Yeah, we
happen.
gotta get moving,
Come
people.
on.
Come on, let's
What do
go.
you think? We have all day. Julie Pilot's going to be doing this. Come on.
Like, Pacey's water bottle. You get cancer from just rubbing that on your skin.
Pasty, help him out. Show him how it's done.
Show him how it's done.
Start playing.
Oh.
Play.
Play.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Now we're working. Now it's happening. Pasty, you don't have to help him that
Oh,
much.
jeez. Pacey, you don't have to bend over. Turn around.
Yes, okay. All right, this is working out well now.
They work together.
Now we're moving.
Oh, my God.
God, he is gay. I knew it.
Oh,
Major homo.
Hey, look at that water bottle, baby.
whoa. Wow, she put it in her mouth.
He's
She just put the water bottle in her mouth.
He's straddling the
Wow,
glass.
he isn't faking
okay.
it.
You know what?
Party with these guys.
I do too.
This is the first time this glass will be cleaned, by the way.
Oh, my
All
God.
right.
Jeez.
That was the value now, though.
That was very
And
good.
she smells good.
That was very good.
It
I don't know
smells
what
good.
Vinny was thinking, because she's very pretty.
Yeah. I don't agree with Vinny.
Very pretty.
He doesn't look like a werewolf.
All right. Well, Dustin, you're in.
Yay, Dustin.
I don't know what Vinny was talking about. She doesn't look like the bottom of my shoe. What the hell, man?
The T-Man.